All right, so a quick recap. You guys were told to investigate a mansion that belonged to a merchant lord named Mr. Stevens. Upon investigating, you guys found out several things about the mansion, including its dark history of people disappearing. Um, you also also discovered that you're not alone exploring the mansion. That there are other people or other guests that was invited to also hopefully figure out what is going on, including Miss Haywin, a professor from the Academy of Arcane Arts, and a student or her assistant, which is someone that Sheena met at the academy, which is Patricia. And then there's also Mr. Romiller, a merchant and a businessman that works for Mr. Stevens, and his assistant Andrew. One night after Narissa had a terrifying dream of seeing a little girl who appears to be showing her presence. Also, Narissa is seeing another entity, which is a humanoid creature that is said to be hunting this place for some reason, and is repeating, sending her a message that says, "I don't want to die." Upon investigating, you guys found out that the grandfather of Mr. Stevens died at his very office at the second floor, where you guys investigated, and you also thanks to Ernwin, he also discovered a book hidden at the table at a lock cabinet underneath the table of the dead grandfather of Mr. Stevens. You guys did a seance that night, only to discover a lot that the place is definitely haunted, or that there is something wrong with the place. And then that night, you guys found out that Miss Haywin knocked at your door to let you guys know that Patricia is apparently missing. So, with that being said, what do you guys do as Miss Haywin is still confused, shocked, and worried in her face and the look?
Well, since it's morning time, I stretch and say, all right, so when did you last notice she was missing?
She thinks for a moment, and she tries to recall what happened. Let me just see. So she thinks and says, "Just a few hours after the ritual, she was already sleeping on her bed. I went outside to look for a servant so that I could request for some tea. By the time I get back, she was gone. At first I thought she just went somewhere, but it's been an hour and she hasn't come back ever since."
Okay, so she went out for some tea and never came back.
No, I went. No, Miss Awen interrupts and says, "No, I went for some tea, and she was sleeping. By the time
she was alone
on our room. By the time I head back, she was no longer there."
How long were you gone?
I would say about 15 minutes, more or less. I was looking for a servant to give us some tea, and that was it.
Okay. So whoever abducted this person's got about a 20-minute lead. There's a lot of places in this mansion you can go in 20 minutes. I'd say within an hour, if we don't find her, she might be dead.
And then as you say that, Nar, you guys hear footsteps rushing towards her room as the door opens again. Behind behind Miss Haywin is Mr. Stevens, the owner of the establishment or the house. You see him also worried and says, "Sorry to keep you waiting, Miss Haywin. I asked all the maids and servants to see if anyone might have seen your assistant for an hour or so, but so far none of them said they have. Also, I also checked on the city guards to have the gates on the front gate of the mansion checked, and Upon checking, they said that it's still locked and chain shut. So we could safely assume that she did not left the premises. And then
Okay. I'm gonna roll an investigation check to intuit if he is.
now insight, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, roll insight.
So that'd be wisdom check, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I rolled a fat 15.
15. Who are you inciting? Miss Haywin or Mr. Stevens?
I am inciting Stevens.
He appears to be telling the truth. That he did check and ask for the whereabouts of Patricia.
Okay.
If she took a look through the room to see if there were any undiscovered passageways that would lead to the room.
So, yeah, there's an idea for that. I'm going to ask Narissa something, and it's going to be kind of offensive.
Mm-hmm.
So, Narissa, this is a bit forward, and I know I appreciate you don't like doing this, but I am certain that in your enhanced state...
Nara, as you say that, Mr. Stevens look at you weird and says, Narissa, I'm pretty sure that wasn't how you introduced. He just...
Yes, Maria.
It's Maria.
Oh, yes. You remind me so much of your sister. Sorry. She has a sister named Narissa. It's an obvious mistake. They're almost identical twins. The stripes are different on both of their heads, though. She's wearing a hat currently, so you can kind of understand why I kind of missed that. It is early in the morning, after all.
He just nods.
So, despite all the stress, your enhanced abilities, do they allow you to detect odors that would not be overly obvious to people with sniffers that aren't so active?
If you, I mean, I'm not a hound.
Never said you were. But it's also the best lead we've got.
So, this is up to the DM. Can I use my sniffer?
You can roll investigation and see what you find, but it's a shot in the dark technically. Because currently, at the moment, you guys are not smelling anything or anything weird.
Oh, we would be going into the room to investigate when we did this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, what did you roll? 5?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. You see nothing. Also, as you guys are currently thinking, Miss Haywin also says that I'm sure she couldn't have left. She loved her family so much, and she wouldn't leave anywhere without her amulet. And you see her holding an amulet of what appears to be a golden heart amulet or pendant with a chain.
But what if she didn't go anywhere?
And then as this is happening, Mr. Romiller and his assistant also joins you guys as he is currently outside the room waiting. And you hear him say, "Has anyone considered that the ritual we did a few hours ago traumatized her and simply ran home? Young wizards these days are not suited for things like this anyway. Quite useless."
That's a real insensitive thing to say about someone who just went missing.
Well, that's the truth. Sometimes things are too much, and maybe she went running home and couldn't handle the fact that what she experienced a few hours ago. Who knows? Miss Haywin just nodded and says, "It could be a possibility. I'll try contacting her family." And she leaves with Mr. Mr. Stevens. And you guys are currently alone again in the room.
Yeah. So I just go ahead and elbow our mercenary friend and go, "Yeah, I'm sure you've seen plenty of this in your work.
Wait, what's up?
I just kind of so Arwen. I just go and it's like I'm pretty sure that after working with plenty of people like you, and we've worked with people each other that we're familiar with. Yeah, that guy was covering up. I don't know how I know, but I know that he's not admitting to something to dismiss somebody's disappearance so readily.
Guess we'll find out, won't we? It's time to do some digging.
Erwin, you also have you found something in the last episode, unless you've forgotten.
Yeah.
You will have to give me a little refresher because I am like just waking up from a nap.
Okay. The book, you found a book, like a novel book, inside the cabinet of the grandfather of Mr. Stevens. I hear a meowie. A cat meowie. Cat meowie.
Oh, it's like a baby kitten.
Yes, the kittens I have kittens. They're at the stage where they run around and they scream.
I thought it was Angelica's cat.
Congratulations.
I think it was Angelica's pet, and Armand is Angelica's pet. It was yours. Didn't expect it was yours. Okay, go on, continue. So you found a book basically last episode, in case you didn't remember it.
I did not.
No, you did. You unlocked the table last episode at the office.
Oh no, I just forgot that I had the book. I didn't remember that.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I guess we'll look through that book.
Yeah. So do an investigation check.
All of us? You want all of us to do investigation check?
I mean, you could give Erwin advantage if you guys are gonna
I'll
help
give him
him.
advantage.
Okay.
Well, because I'm just curious if this book might be something that I would have run across. Because remember, I was looking at books. And that...
No, this is something you have not run across, basically.
Never. Okay.
No, the title does
Alright.
not ring a bell to you.
All right.
Alright, so with the advantage on the investigation, I got an 11.
11. So technically, it's a what you call a novel. Basically, there are no pictures other than the picture at the cover of a woman who is on a bathtub drinking red wine, but the liquid of the bathtub is red, basically. As you start to,
Drink wine.
As you start to skim through the pages, there are no pictures, nothing funny, nothing weird about the book. There are no secret locks or pockets. The book is technically about a princess or a queen who fears that her beauty is fading away due to old age, and that she found a legend about to maintain her beauty is by bathing on the blood of young women.
Oh my gosh, what is this? Mary Queen of Scots?
Yeah, it's those dark novels technically. And then she lived happily ever after. It's a dark, sick novel, but basically that's what she found.
Okay, so someone was into a kink that unfortunately the rich can afford. Interesting. So here's the deal. I'm gonna roll an intelligence check because I've been out in the wilds, so I can hear things. So I'm gonna roll real quick. Do I have any ideas of creatures that would fit this bill? On a...
Okay, it would be more on nature if you want. If you're looking for animals, it would be technically nature.
23.
23. There's a lot of creatures that will literally try to eat you alive and skin you. So there's a lot of possibilities, but technically you're in a place where there's society and civilization, so there won't be any feral things, not that you know of, unless it's a werewolf, a human that turns into a werewolf, so that's a possibility. Or
Would I've heard of vampires by chance out in the wastes?
vampires is also a possibility. Yes, that's also a
So
possibility.
I'm going to think it's possibly a vampire if looking at that book. So yeah, I'll share that with the group. I'll go. So not to be that guy, but I'm pretty sure that isn't red wine she's drinking. And are you guys familiar with vampire lore?
I would say some of you do. Technically you've heard that some people are cursed, and depending on the curse, they could have either an innate demonic side to them. Some of them get transformed into something else. Some of them has cravings for human flesh or blood.
So I basically just try to I deliver what I would remember, which is basically a humanoid that could hide their true intent in society, but ultimately needs to feed on other humans to live. And if there's a consistent stream of people going missing, yeah, I wouldn't think that outside of the norm. And if we got ghosts, they could be possibly the victims left over. So we got something big and bad eating or doing things to people. And it's possible we'll be next. I don't know a lot about ghosts, but that's what I know about vampires.
Well, I think that the most at risk would be Maria, because she's the youngest, or Marie, because she's the youngest of us, right? So
Yeah,
that
technically.
might very well be why she's having these issues. Can I roll an investigation to see if this is something that I would have learned in the academy of people using dreams to
Would you know? Because I didn't tell
infiltrate?
you about the dreams.
She did not
Oh
tell any of
no.
us.
Yeah, you did not know
Oh.
about the dream.
But
Oh, I
just-
didn't.
you would
Okay,
know.
sorry.
She just would space out
You and
sometimes.
Nar are the only one.
Freak
You
out.
shared a little bit with Nar
The
directly, right?
only thing that you guys know is Narissa at one point when you were being introduced to Mr. Stevens that she saw a little girl, and that's it.
Oh, right. That's right. That's right.
And upon investigating, there was no little girl. And of
Okay.
course, the blood. I think Narissa, you mentioned that you snipped.
Yeah, the smell of blood.
Yeah, but
Smell of blood.
as soon as a minute passes, that the scent and the smell also fades away.
Okay.
So yeah.
Interesting. So,
Well, I still feel like we need to go into Patricia's room to look around.
oh yeah, we do. Oh yeah, that was never not an option.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Cadenza, lead the way.
All right. Okay, we're there.
Okay.
And we go inside. And
Okay. Um, as you go inside, the room is there are two beds basically side to side. There's a window at the front of you guys that has curtains covered in it. There are two bedside tables next to each bed. The bags and the luggage of Miss Haywin and Patricia are still there. The other bed seems to be disturbed, as if someone wake up and then went somewhere. And the other one looks neat.
Okay, well, I'm thinking the bed that Patricia was in was probably the one that looks like somebody that got disturbed and walked away. So, let's go ahead and investigate that bed. I'm going to look underneath it.
Okay, roll perception.
Okay. I got dark vision, so that's nice. Ooh, hey, here we go. That's what I needed. I needed 21.
21, it seems empty. Nothing that catches your eye.
are there any other... oh, okay. Oh, did we lose him?
Oh, wait.
So is there any other furniture there that we can move to see if there's any other entrance that's hidden that could be,
The other furniture that you only see is the bedside tables. Other than that, and cabinet, basically, a giant cabinet. Other than that, there are no other furnitures here.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I'm gonna pat the bed to feel if it's still warm.
Yeah, it's still warm, as if someone just recently slept there.
Okay, so she
Okay.
was here most of the night.
Yeah. So then, can I go to the cabinet, open it, and
It's
look
empty.
inside?
It's
Okay.
empty. There are no clothes, nothing.
And if I move the cabinet from away from the wall,
You move it, there's nothing
Yeah.
behind it or underneath it.
all right. Well, then the only place I can think of besides the door would be out the window. So how far up are we?
It is, you are currently at the second floor, so it's a second story building, and it's about, I would say,
But how high? Yeah.
oh, this is gonna be, 30, more or less, 30 feet drop. No, is it a second story? How tall would that be?
Each story is 10 feet.
10 feet. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It would be at least 30 feet drop then, if it's a
We're on the
manor.
third story.
No, you're in the second story, but because there's a gap between windows,
Okay.
because there's a
essentially-
wall. Yeah,
So essentially each floor has about 15 foot.
yeah, technically. Because it's a
Yeah.
manor, so it's
Right.
quite huge.
That's why I was asking how far, because if there's a possible person or creature is capable of getting
Yeah.
into the window, getting out that way,
Yeah.
they have to have a certain skill,
Mm-hmm.
Or
because she wouldn't be able to do it herself.
The
does
window
anyone
is
have-
also closed from the inside, as you checked.
okay, so there's no scratches to indicate it was released or anything.
Roll investigation.
Ooh, net 20 plus 3.
You do not see you do not see anything from the window, but you do you do see footprints, several footprints, which is actually 4 tracks of footprints, 4 sets of footprints. What you believe to be Miss Haywin, Patricia, and 2 more.
Oh.
So I'll give you
So
that,
go
considering
ahead.
you're rolling at 20.
I laugh and I just point at the ground and I go, Arwen, time to use those tracking skills, bud.
I'll do my best.
Okay, roll survival, I guess.
Oh, nat 20 for a total of 22.
Damn, 2 nat 20s.
Not bad, not bad.
Damn, 2 nat
That's,
20s. Okay.
that's some pinch hits right there, let me tell you what.
Alright.
I hope your good rolling rubs off on us.
Wow.
I
Okay,
can't
good start.
talk of it.
So I gotta show you again where that leads you. So currently, as you guys are... So, it leads you from one of the bedrooms on the second floor all the way down to the first floor. And it stops at the left side, just outside David Stevens' office. And it stops there. The tracks just stops there.
Okay. So I guess we're gonna be going into the office, aren't we?
It's actually past the office, basically. No, it's actually before entering the door to the office. So you
So,
guys...
which means we got something going on here where said party has disappeared around this part.
Yeah. So basically, you come down from the main hall where there's the stairs, which is next to the ballroom on the second floor, and then you go left to a hallway at the very center of the first floor, and before you can reach the door that leads to Mr. David's office, you stop at the middle of the hallway. And then that's where the tracks stop.
Okay, so I look at the center part where the ballroom is above, Because the ballroom's on the second floor, right?
Yep, that's where you did the seance, technically.
So the center area right here, is it just a giant column?
It's a giant wall, basically. It's just wall. There are no doors. There are paintings and there are paintings and bedside tables. Other than that, there are no doors, nothing. It's just a wall. So it's just basically the corridor.
This has hidden doorway written all over it.
Well, I slap R1 on the back and I'm like, well, go get him, Tiger. If I need to punch a hole in a wall, I can do it. But I have a feeling those paintings might be something unusual.
I wish to look around and see if there are hidden doorways.
Roll investigation.
I'll go give him a help action or whatever.
Bard, sing us a song.
Right?
I could inspire him.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys.
Well, with the advantage on the investigation, I'd get a 21.
You do not see any doors, technically. There are no circuit doors, no hatches, no secret locks, nothing. It's a plain, solid wall.
So, I'm gonna ask our wizard friends, does anybody have, like, detect magic?
Well, I have identify, and I was actually just going to see if there might be a magical way of opening a doorway.
That's an idea.
So,
Unfortunately, so I was just like, unfortunately, I just have things that blow things up, and then he pulls out that old necromancy spell book, like, and I just have a bunch of necromancy spells I'm still copying down because yes.
Cord frowned on necromancy, by the way.
Well, yes, but you know, I would prefer to bring someone back to life when the moment occurs.
Fair enough. Just make sure that they come back with their brains intact.
Well, yeah, of course.
But, alright folks, we got a focal point from our lead, so we need to go ahead and so because Nar used to hunt all the time out in the wilds, after the tracks left, they just stop.
You see
Which
them.
direct-
You see them go all the way from the main hall where you guys came from. Take a
Yes.
left and then go straight. And before you can reach the door in the middle of the hallway, the tracks turn around to face the wall and then just stop.
Yep, that's what I thought. There's something going on with this center wall here. Because I'm like, the footprints face this direction, so which means that the 2 to 3 sets of footprints,
so it's like a false wall.
it could be a false wall, it could also be a drop-away floor. It's a lot of different things.
Hey, Sheena, is the identify a ritual? I'm pretty sure it is, yeah?
Let me check.
It is.
Okay.
It is.
Okay, well, just burn 10 minutes and identify this wall and see if there's any magic about it.
Okay.
Yep, we'll stand watch, you know.
Yeah, we'll just stand guard while
Okay.
you do your little song and dance for 10 minutes.
So you sit
Yeah,
down, Sheena. You sit down, close your eyes, draw something on the floor, while saying some mumbling to yourself, saying some ritualistic words for 10 minutes,
Got it.
and there is nothing magical about the door or about any door, any wall, or anything around you guys.
Well, it's not magic,
Then-
but it's mechanical.
There has to be a mechanism.
So let's go ahead and start poking vases and furniture that are nearby and seeing if it is bolted or not moving.
Okay,
Are there candelabras or anything on the wall?
they are. Not on the wall. There are candelabras on the tables, like those typical what I forgot what they're called.
Like sconces?
Those with stands, candle stands, technically, the one that
Okay.
you. But other than that, there is nothing attached to the wall other than paintings. As you guys are currently investigating the mansion, one of us, the servant maids approaches you guys and says, Mr. David requests that we all stay at the rooms for our own safety for now, while the city guards investigate the premises of the place.
Wait, but we're
we're
literally
kind
here
of-
to investigate, so that
Here's what
no.
I'm doing. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and
Mm-hmm. What do you
I'm
do?
going to do something not so nice. I'm going to go ahead and use an intimidation check on this person.
Okay.
At 20 plus.
Not
5.
20 again? Holy.
Yes, 2 20s in a row, which means I'm doomed to get a 1 eventually.
Okay. How do you intimidate her? Then.
So how do I intimidate her? I go ahead and lean up against the wall and just kind of look her dead in the eye and go, listen, we were hired to do a job, and we take our professionality very seriously. So you're not going to tell us what to do right now. You're going to go ahead and keep your professionality to yourself. Sweep those floors. Answer doors. As a matter of fact, we need warm tea and biscuits at our room when we will be returning to it in 20 minutes. Can you do that?
Uh-huh. And he just walks
Snap my
backwards
fingers.
and turns around and runs.
And I just kind of crack my knuckles and look at you guys and go, okay.
Do we see, is there like a table or chairs or anything in the room that we can...
There are beds, there are tables, small tables, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any rugs or anything on the floor?
From time to time you would see one, but not in this area.
Okay. Okay. So this is a different room that Patricia was taken from than the other girl. So maybe a hidden crawl space that has access between the floors?
That would also,
If there was a hidden door, I would have found it.
so I'm wondering if,
That's true. That's true.
I wonder if we got something that has the ability to move things through matter. Or maybe even a dimensional door.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
There-
we would have identified magic.
Right, that's right. Using Identify would have been able to...
That's fair.
Yeah.
I've only heard of such things, so unfortunately I don't have as much experience as you that actually know how to cast them. So, merely speculation. But we don't have a lot of time. I did tell him we would have tea and biscuits in our room in 20 minutes chop, so we do have to be back in that room to go ahead and follow through with that threat.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, this is either a dead end or something specific happened
we have
here.
the triangulation now. So we've already found out that whoever
Let's
disappeared...
take the paintings off the wall and see if there might be something behind the paintings, or maybe
I would
on
say
the wall behind the paintings.
you guys investigate that.
Okay.
Arwen, let's go ahead and investigate Mr. Stevenson's office.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Hey, Sheena, do you remember exactly what our little kidnapped colleague was wearing?
DM, do I remember?
Um,
Describe what
you
you're
you know
wearing.
that students have uniforms, but technically you don't sleep with them, so
Right.
She would have left that
So I
behind.
wouldn't have, yeah, she would have been in a different set of clothing for
Mhm.
pajamas and stuff, but
Which means
if
that
I
you-
knew her from the academy, would I have known her well enough to know what she wore to bed? I feel like that's creepy.
no, yeah,
That is creepy.
yeah, that is creepy.
The next thing I guess is
Over.
last session did Sheena and Saul get a chance to look at her spellbook?
You didn't see her spell book anywhere near her,
Mm.
or
That's
in
not
or
good.
in that room. You didn't see it in the room.
Well, then it must be with her, and you could do locate.
Mm-hmm.
Use a
Are you
spell.
familiar with her spellbook?
No, you're not.
No, but maybe I'm remembering wrong.
No, you're not.
Well,
It had to
oh,
be
here-
something
here-
very
okay,
personal or
Just
specific.
I'm not
locate
gonna-
object.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, Sheena. Due to the rules of magic, this is gonna get very morbid very quickly. You're familiar with, you're familiar with the student herself, correct?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If she's dead by the rules of magic, she is now considered an object.
Well, there you go.
Okay. Right.
So if you
And
use
shouldn't we be
locate
looking for the
object to
blonde-haired
find,
girl?
if you use locate object to find her corpse, then we know
Okay.
she's dead and we know where she is. But if she doesn't proc, then at least we know she's alive or outside of 1,000 feet.
Okay.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Okay.
You're more familiar with her, so I can't do this for you.
Okay.
I like your magic words, funny man.
Well, the only thing is that is a level 2, but based on our thing, I can't cast level 2 technically because I'm only level 2 bar, level 2 wizard. I don't have access to level 2
That's fair.
spell slots.
You should have access to level 2 spell slots. What are you talking about?
Mhm.
That's the way... Okay, the way multiclassing works for multiple
Oh.
spellcasters
Yeah.
is you do have access to those spell slots. It's just, do you have access to those spells? Give me a second. Let me go look
Yeah,
real quick.
check.
Yeah. Okay, please check because when I was doing the level 2 thing and I was trying to get my head around how many spells I'm supposed to be able to know with the bard and the wizard stuff going on.
Plus,
Okay,
you have to
you
prepare that
access-
spell.
You have access to level 2 spell slots. You just can't cast level 2 spells.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So that's,
Also, here's another very important question. What kind of wizard are you?
As far at the school, I learned.
specialization.
I
Yeah, what's
don't
your
have
specialization? Wizard gets specializations at level 2. That's all
Oh.
points. So all
Well-
points at his what do you call it? His holy symbol. I'm a wizard of thaumaturgy through sheer force of willpower. No one taught me how
Well-
to do this.
On the when I was through D&D Beyond, it only gave me the choice of invocation. So I've been trained in the school of evocation. So like transmutation and
So you're an evocation.
conjuration. Yeah. Yeah.
So
there's-
So you
evocation.
blow things up.
Okay.
Oh, sure. Can
So
I
we
tell
got-
you that I'm
got-
just as clueless as the with that? I'm sorry.
I
Are
have
you
a
apologizing? It's okay.
yeah, I have a link that could help you pick an actual school because D&D Beyond, if you don't own any of the books, forces you to only pick one.
Okay, all right, because that was
So-
very confusing to me indeed. Because I was like, I got the player's handbook, but I'm nowhere near that part of it. I was just trying to figure out slots. Period. Like it's just like, can I just look up the slots and get?
Anyway,
this-
there's a link that could show you all the
Oh,
subclasses.
thank you. Yes.
Link to the web page.
Thank you.
All right. So I would say by the time, as what you call, Casey's checking that, you guys
Yes.
hear a set of footsteps again, and you see Miss Haywin as well as two other guards talking to her. And you see the city guard approach you, guys, and says, "Sir, for your people, for your safety, please stay in your rooms. We'll handle it from here. We don't know if there's a murderer at this quarters."
Can we just point out the obvious to them and be like, hey, there's footprints that lead to nowhere?
They will try to
That
see if they
were-
can see it.
What do you mean? That we
They can
can point
see
them
it.
out? Yeah, we
They're
can point them out.
they're very faint, basically. So they're
We can
not
still point them
We
out.
can still tell them that that's what we did.
okay.
I'm
So he did look at it and says, "They're footprints." Okay, so
So
Alright, who was the one who actually did the investigation check and actually knows who footprints they are?
That
'Cause
was,
DM told us that.
So it was a combination
That was
between
not-
Arwen and me. So
Yeah,
I go ahead and tell
I
them-
followed the footprints.
Yeah. So Arwen did the Scooby-Doo, and I went ahead and just was like, hey, footprints. So I just go ahead and tell them. So we tracked these footprints from the abducted person's bed all the way to this area, and they're facing this wall. So somewhere around here, that person went missing.
which is why we're here to investigate it, and you're required to stay in your rooms upon investigation, sir.
Oh, we're just making sure
We're-
that you guys understand that this is where we found this. So now you
But-
can pick up the investigation from there.
Also, I'm pretty sure we're also hired to investigate. Okay, I'm so confused.
We were also hired to investigate this, and I didn't
So-
crawl on all fours following these footprints just to be told to go back to my room, sir.
Well, and I just go ahead and I pat each other them on the back and go, yes, but we have warm tea and cookies waiting for us in the bedroom, so we better go ahead and go back and get that before the tea gets cold.
I try to do bard things.
Okay, what
Always
do you
try to
say?
hard things.
I'm just gonna try to tell them, yeah, we were also hired to be here, and it's not like we are here for a leisurely stay in a haunted house. So can we please continue our own investigation that we are also being paid to do?
Roll persuasion.
18.
It's just gonna... Okay. She nods and says, you have 1 hour. After that, you go back to your rooms. For all we know, you could be into this. You could be the one responsible for this.
But this has been going on for years, and we've only been here one night, so that doesn't make sense. Who is your investigator on this case? Please emphasize this to me, because it's obviously not you.
And the city guard responds and says, well, according to what we found, one of you knows the missing person.
Oh.
That could be a coincidence. Is it not?
Cadenza. Yes, she is familiar with Patricia. They went to school together. But it's also one of those things that, I mean, I'm sure that you two are familiar with each other, but that doesn't mean you went off and got into this place and dragged somebody off in the middle of the night.
In other words, we're trying to make sure that the person responsible doesn't get away. And for all we know, you could be one of them. So you have an hour. That's it. And if you hesitate to go back to your room, I may have to arrest you for not cooperating with me, sir.
You think we're scared of handcuffs? And let's look at that face. Do you really think that innocent face with the cute little button nose is sus?
Do intimidation. Aaron, are you intimidating the city guard?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
You know what? I'm
I'll
gonna help him.
assist.
I'm gonna help him, and I'm gonna lean over Arwen's shoulder and just put my arm across it and just give a big old toothy grin while he's talking.
Okay, roll
I'm
with
guessing,
advantage.
Well, I was gonna say, nurse. I'm guessing you're gonna bardic inspire him by playing a little tune, or what are you doing?
I'm just gonna whisper in his ear.
Okay.
Ready?
All right, so add
so-
a d6 to it.
Roll d6.
Alright, so at the moment it's 12, let me add the d6.
Is it d6? Yeah, bardic inspiration is d6.
Alright, and I got a 5 on the d6 for a total of 17.
17. The city guards looks at you, Erwin says, 1 hour. That's all you guys get.
Oh, we'll be out of here in half that time.
And
Yeah,
and
'cause
Miss
we've got tea and crumpets coming.
Miss Haywin approaches you guys and says, it's okay. And Miss Haywin approaches you guys and says, it's okay, I'm pretty sure, I just sure hope she's safe. Or at least
Well, I
alive.
have Saul's like, I have a surefire way of detecting that. What was the lady's name?
Miss Haywin.
Miss Haywin was her employer, or what was her?
Professor from the academy. She's the one who, what you
Miss
call...
Haywin, how familiar were you of the student?
Well, I was one of her professors at the academy.
Okay, okay, so I have a weird workaround. According to the laws of magic, a corpse is no longer a person, it's an object. However, I'm not familiar with this individual as an object. However, if I read your thoughts and get familiar with your thoughts about her, then I might become familiar. So, do I have permission to detect your thoughts about this particular student? If not, I'll just ask Sheena.
Roll persuasion with
Damn it.
disadvantage. With disadvantage.
That's reasonable. Woo! Wait, what? I got a 15.
You got a 15? Okay.
By dumb luck, yeah.
She says, and why do you want to read my thoughts?
I just explained it, so I can become familiar with this student and try to locate her if she's dead.
Okay. Sure, she is very uncertain.
Just keep your thoughts about your student so then I can become familiar with your student. I just have to know you're a willing creature so then I can actually detect your thoughts with no resistance.
She is definitely not willing. She is unsure what you're trying to do here because she is not familiar with magic. Yeah, but she is unfamiliar with magic because she's not a magically inclined person. She's just a professor. She's a professor, but she's not the one that teaches magic.
Oh, okay. So her specialty somewhere else.
Yeah.
Alright, then I'll just never mind. If I can tell she's unwilling, I'm just turning to Sheena. I'm like, hey Sheena, do you mind if I awkwardly invade your mind?
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
I try to make sure you're willing.
Yep.
Anyway,
I'm willing.
Sheena, just keep your thoughts on this one student so it's not awkward.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, what memories do I scrounge around in her head about this one student?
You see the time where Ashina first met with Patricia about a few years back.
Okay.
And yeah, pretty much it's just like a time capsule basically. So technically you see it's like watching a TV basically as you're trying to see whatever is what memory Sheena has of Patricia.
Okay, and I'm guessing Sheena's more or less just mostly worried, or what's your most, your mental state currently whenever thinking about what's her name?
Patricia.
With Patricia, it's more like concern and fear, afraid that something bad might be happening. Because when you're mentioning that whole if she's an object, she's dead, she's an object. So I would be scared for her.
Okay, so then I go about doing this, concentrating on it for a minute until I feel like I'm familiar with what was the character's name again, DM? Sorry about that.
Patricia.
Patricia, and I'm like, alright, if now this is up to the DM. DM, is Saul come to at least somewhat familiar with the idea of Patricia?
I would
as an object?
say technically speaking a little, yeah. I'm not sure if that's gonna help, but technically speaking, yeah.
Okay, so then you said I'm familiar, so I now can't burn my second level spell slot, and I cast locate objects. Do I locate the object known as Patricia?
Yeah, you do locate her.
Ah! I say exactly that.
Hey.
Saul's just sweating. I'm like, I'm so sorry, Sheena.
Sheena, who's Sheena?
Yeah, who's Sheena?
Yeah, Saul's breaking his fake character at that point. You guys do realize he's detecting a corpse because a person when they die are a corpse.
So where is this object?
This object is DM. I get the exact direction where it is.
Yeah, you do. It's within dimension.
What do you mean?
In which direction?
Yeah,
He's a
I
magical
know.
compass.
It is
I
in
know
front.
the
It is in front of you.
Okay.
Up, down?
You're not sure, but it is currently in front of you.
Dead directly in front of us, or is it slightly down?
As you face where you are sensing the corpse, what you believe to be the corpse of Patricia, you're facing the wall.
Okay.
She's in the wall.
So I'm going to go ahead and...
Did you break the wall? You still have
Yeah,
that
break
back
the
range
wall.
to go.
So I go ahead and I knock on the wall. Let's see if it's hollow.
You knock a wall. It feels like a wall.
Is it hollow?
Roll investigation.
I help.
Okay, with advantage.
wants to help
Here
too.
comes
I'm
the
helping.
not so great rolls. 16.
It's a wall. You don't sense it's hollow. You're not sure if it's hollow, but it's a wall. It's a solid wall.
Oh, Saul?
Here's another option. Saul can just blast the wall open.
No,
Miss Awen is with you guys and says, "Don't, please don't. At least ask permission first."
No, wait. The other lady's with us, right?
Miss Awen, yes, and the city guards
I'm
is
like,
currently
wait,
talking on the
behind
other
this-
side.
Behind this wall is the corpse of your protege.
Wait, what?
Yes, that's what I was attempting to do with locate object. By the laws of magic, if someone dies, they're no longer considered a person. They're considered an object. That's what I was trying to get familiar with, your protege. But, I was hoping that this actually wouldn't work, but it worked, and right behind this wall is your protege's corpse.
She looks at the wall. Is there any magic that... I don't see any entrance.
That's why, what do you call it? Our friend Nar here still has a pickaxe from way back when,
Oh,
and along with a bunch of other weapons.
Get back too.
At the very least, we should at least ask permission to Mr. David, don't you think?
Oh, he's
This
not
is
gonna
his
give us-
house, right? We could get in trouble for
Let's
that.
be fair. He always is doing reconstruction in this house, so I think we'll be fine.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, we could make friends, wink wink, with him.
Sheena just looks at her and says, "I'm appalled at you not wanting to rescue your
Yeah, that's actually a really interesting point.
you were entrusted with her safety and care, and we find that she's now dead. Now I think that I'm very suspicious of you because you're not acting with the same care as Syndra did with all the kids at the academy when that incident happened with Ivaran. So for us to have one more child and it be dead and you're not concerned makes me suspect of you.
If you're...
Go ahead, Nar,
Okay.
blow it.
If you're telling me that I have something to do with this, absolutely not. The reason why I brought her here is because I know she could help with this investigation. Just like
And
you,
help us
I...
get her.
She
and help
is
us-
helping right now. She has died for this mission, and she's our only way of finding out.
So, yeah, we tell the guards, hey, there's been a murder, and there's the dead body right behind this wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wait. Basically, we just alert the guards then, yeah.
Okay. Okay, the city guards, what you call, inspect the wall. Okay, how can you tell if they're...
I'm still concentrating on locate objects, so I know if it moves.
Yeah, it's not moving. It is
Okay.
currently sitting still.
Okay.
Smash the wall. Smash
Yeah,
the
right.
wall.
No, I go ahead and tell the
Smash
guards.
the
It's
wall.
like,
As this is happening, because there's a lot of commotion going on, Miss Haywen, you see Miss Haywen look at you guys a bit, and what you call, she's gesturing for you to follow her upstairs.
No, we wanted. Yup.
I cocked
What?
my head.
And she's giving you that look that it's okay, that she has something to say. You're not sure?
Yeah, we're not gonna follow her.
We just say she can say it here. These guards
Right.
you
As,
Anyway, are the
as,
guards
as, you,
open
as you
the
gesture
wall?
that, she sighs and starts writing something in the piece of paper, and then just
Okay.
hands it. Who do you think siya? I would guess to Sheena, considering Patricia knows Sheena. She hands it, and as you try to unfold the paper, are you gonna unfold the paper, Sheena?
Yes, I'm unfolding the paper.
She says, it's written, I might know something, but I can't say it out loud because the people here might be involved.
Oh, so the city guards are suspect here is what I'm not saying this out loud.
Okay.
I'm just
Thinking.
going, okay, then that means the only people who are not in our party that she can't trust are the guards then.
Okay.
So
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 I'm
then
gonna go
I pass the note because I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let each person take their turn reading it.
After I read it, I go ahead and speak out in Elven. Because I know certain party members know that. And I just simply
Yes.
I say this in Elven. This is an Elven phrase that I am using. And the phrase is, the wily fox eluded the hare by climbing up the tree, which is an old saying for saying there's something aloof and we need to follow the lead.
I agree.
Unfortunately, humans don't understand that one.
Unless they know Elvish.
Yeah.
As you see that, Miss Haywin also looks at you, Nar. You're guessing that she understands what you just said.
So if she quirked her eyebrow, I just kind of say in Elvish, I see you.
So she goes upstairs. Do you follow her? Do you follow her?
I will go ahead and tell the guards, like, our tea and cookies are getting cold. I'm sure you can handle this with all of your skills combined.
I'd
And-
rather not leave just guards here to get the corpse. I'd prefer at least we witnessed it being,
Yeah.
everyone's, actually knows it exists.
Yeah, Sheena's
So-
not going to
One of the city guards left and went to Mr. David's office. The other is just standing there, staying
Can someone
guard.
please just break open of the wall, please? Like,
I tell Marie. I said, now does Marie understand Elvish?
yes.
So I say in Elven, your tea and cookies are getting cold. We can break things later.
No.
Did you just put your foot down and go, no?
It's, don't worry, Paul. I will give it to you, or I will pull you aside and explain later.
For the first time, the most peaceful and peaceful player wants to blow things up.
Right.
Yo!
Okay, so who's following Miss Haywin?
Whoa.
Who's following Miss
No,
Haywin?
you said a guard went
Nobody.
into the Stevenson office. I'm going to sneak behind and follow him.
Okay, and I'm going to go
Okay.
ahead and do the typical anime, drag someone off by their shirt and they flail around their arms while you drag them up the
Okay.
stairs.
What you call? Aaron, when there will be, it will be impossible to stealth out in the open because you guys are next to a city guard currently. So there are no shadows here technically because there are lights technically. So there are no
Does
places to
Sheena
hide.
observe? Does Sheena see anything on the guards that might identify them as being associated with anything she saw in Everon or anything from his office?
Technically, no. You don't see them. The thing is suspicious about them.
Technically, no, but there could be something.
Yeah, that's a possibility that they could be involved, but so far you don't see anything that might connect to them being involved. Other than that, there is definitely something that is off going on.
All right, so what are they doing to knock down this wall?
One of the city guards left and went to Mr. David Stevens' office. The other is just standing still there, staying guard.
Okay, well, I guess we just wait for David Davidson? Steven Davidson?
Yeah.
Steven
Yeah.
Davidson.
But
I
Miss
said something.
Miss Haywin is also waiting for
I-
you guys to go upstairs.
Yeah, so while I'm dragging off Mary, I say
No,
to...
you are not going to touch me.
Okay, so
I grabbed the back of
okay,
your
roll
cloak and I
strength check.
you off.
Both of you roll strength check as you're trying to pull each other
Can I
away.
try to evade his arm? Because
Heads
I'm
up.
pretty
Oh,
good at
wait, what do you mean you
acrobatics.
grab the back of her cloak, my man? You grab an
I'm
illusion.
naked as shit.
Yeah, you grab
Okay, so...
Yeah, that's true.
Roll strength check. Roll strength check. Nari roll strength check,
Okay,
and
so,
Narissa roll strength
I
check.
roll-
It's straight. It's athletics versus acrobatics, love.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
can roll acrobatics, right?
Yeah, you
Because
roll
I'm trying to evade.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 25 to
Oh.
grapple.
Okay. Narissa, what did you roll?
Got a
Are
whole
you
lot.
gonna get out of it?
Can she go big?
I don't
If she goes
know.
big, can
Oh,
you knock down the
God.
wall?
I
Oh.
don't know how.
Okay.
You managed to grab me, but you managed to grab me, and now I'm getting mad.
Okay, so this is what happens. So this is what happens. Nar just puts both her arms to Narissa, who is trying to wiggle out, and just whoop, and then just walks, carrying her while Narissa is still wiggling out.
So she's doing the typical anime Phil arms
Yeah.
and legs around.
Yeah, wailing, basically.
And then I'm going to shift.
Okay.
What? You're going to? Oh.
I'm going to shift.
And I am going to use that distraction to enter the office.
Okay.
Oh wait, that would be a distraction.
That's
Huh?
Yeah.
That's true. We
Fair
just had a giant monster pop up in the middle of the room.
Fair
while
enough.
We're wondering if
Okay.
people are suspicious.
I'm going to shift and growl, even though I am not a werewolf, at Guy and be like, "Don't touch me!"
So you hear this, Nar. Don't touch me. You hear that?
And I just start stroking her head and go, shh, sleepy kitty.
The city guard sees this and runs.
Oh god.
And I just
Cool,
pat her
I can-
head and go, that'll do, skunk. That'll do. And put her down.
What you call? You see Miss Haywin face palming, and
And I just
Anyway,
keep walking
you
towards
you
Miss Haywin.
all already.
and
Dogs are
you,
gone.
and you hear her say in Elven. For those people who understand Elven, you hear her say, "Oh, why me?"
And I just say, why you indeed in Elven back? And I just go ahead and I follow her to the room. It's like, okay, I'm
I
good.
don't need to go to the room no more. There is nobody out here but us. We can stay here where there's a dead body behind this wall. I am not moving.
Maybe
So-
skunks, where skunks should plow through the wall.
I
No,
know, that's what I was saying. Is she strong enough to knock down the... If we help, like Shannon
that's a
helps too.
possibility. You're not sure how that is gonna end. Miss Haywin looks at you, Nar, and says, "Please tell your friend to calm down before we cause any more precaution. She's gonna
I
make
just
you.
tried.
You guys are trying to make you guys look like you're responsible to whatever is going on here, considering
Oh, I
you've been
know that
doing
one.
crazy things. I
Oh,
want
I know.
all 5 of you to follow me before you start crazy things, please."
I snuck into the office during
Oh, yeah.
all of the commotion of
Yeah,
this.
Okay.
Erwin, roll stealth check, because technically you snuck in.
So we got the
Ooh,
I
big
don't think
that's
Sheena would leave.
that was
She-
a bad one. Only a 16.
16.
only.
Man, that's still good. So I would say, Erwin, as you snuck out, you see one of the city guards talking to Mr. Mr. Davidson saying, they want, according to one of your guests, they want us to break the wall. Apparently they found a body there. I have no idea how. I guess magic means some kinds. How is it in the wall? There's nothing there but the wall. There's no doors there. There's no secret passage there. At least none that I know of. I don't know. And then suddenly you just see this guard rushing in. Sir, one of your guests just turned into a beast. What? I don't know. He just turned furry and growling, and I'm not done for this. I'm here to investigate the body, not watch someone morph into something terrifying. And they, all 3 of them rush out in the room, leaving you and Win at the office.
Perfect.
Alright, I might as well just look around the office, I suppose.
Okay, roll investigation while you're at it.
Ooh, that one was better. 21.
You do find, what you call, sorry. You do find a bag of 50 platinum
You find mysterious gold coins. Oh
in,
no.
in Mr. David's table.
Wait.
How
Each
many
one of
gold
these
coins?
could be a murder
50
clue.
platinum.
Yeah,
Oh.
we don't want money. We want murder clues.
Right, I know. We do.
So what do you do?
Knowing that I'm not here for money, I'm gonna leave the money.
Yeah, okay. Good choice.
I was hired to investigate this place. I'm not here to rob this time.
But on the bright side, some of that platinum is going to be yours anyway. So it's like, well, why am I going to steal it if I'm going to get some anyway?
Basically, yeah.
All right, so this you guys see now Mr. David and the two guards.
Oh, I don't see shit. I've already followed Miss Hayward.
Oh yeah. So wait, how about
I'm not going to be reasonable, and I'm going to be like, I'm immediately going to walk up to Mr. Stevenson and be like,
As a
why
big
is there a
one.
dead body behind the wall?
As you approach, he hides behind the two city guards who are now shaking, holding the hilt of their swords.
Borders.
I got 14 on my
And Tina's
intimidation,
just got her
but-
head cocked and going, yeah, what she said.
Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know any dead body, nor this is just a wall. There are no rooms here, not that I know of, at the very least.
Yeah, but again, the Saul's like through the spell known as locate objects, you can locate corpses because, you know, corpses are objects.
Mm-hmm.
And behind this wall is a corpse. It's not that hard, unfortunately. It's just magic.
Yeah.
So if we have permission to break down this wall, we'll show you. Heads up, DM, has the corpse moved whatsoever?
Nope.
Because I'm still concentrating on this thing.
Okay, well, how long is the concentration spell? By the
10
way?
minutes.
10 minutes. No, I would say from this time, 10 minutes is almost over. But from that time, the body has not moved.
So, okay. While all this commotion was going on, I went back to the room to get the tea and cookies that was left. And come
No,
back.
Miss Haywin did not go with you. He's currently waiting for
That's
the rest
fine.
of the party.
Oh, that's fine. I went to the room to get tea and cookies and come back.
Mm-hmm.
Narcinex dead. Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
so yeah, you take the cookies. And
I come back.
as you come down,
Can we just
What
knock
you-
down this wall already?
Yeah.
okay.
And I just sipping tea and eating a cookie and waiting.
Sheena's
Okay.
just kicking the wall, like, just like, hey, we, you know, this needs to come down.
Do an insight check, Nerissa, to Mr. Davidson. Let me know what you find.
21.
Oh, wow. That's surprisingly high.
21. He appears to be terrified, but is telling the truth.
Okay, well that still doesn't change the fact that he needs to take down this wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We
Sheena's
prefer to
still
do it
kicking
with
the wall.
permission. Yeah, sir, we'd still prefer to do it with permission, but even if you don't, I could just knock it down.
I mean, if I did earth tremor on that wall, would it bring the whole thing down?
I'm pretty sure it'll probably bring down this room is the issue.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, that's
Mhm.
why I'm just kicking it and,
So,
and
I go
pushing
ahead
at it. and-
So I give...
Saul roll with roll persuasion with advantage.
Okay.
Considering
I'm gonna Bardic Inspire.
okay.
Oof, alright, I need it, but it's not gonna do anything, because Saul has the personality of cardboard.
I mean, so does Arnwin, but I got that high.
Anyway, Saul got 13.
13. Mr. Davis thinks for a moment and says, how about this? You all go back to your room and then tomorrow I'll allow you to do whatever you want with the wall if what you believe to be is the truth. If there is a body
Saul
inside the room.
dies, he takes out his holy symbol and he's like, I recommend everyone get back 10 feet.
Oh
20
god.
feet, I mean.
Oh god. Okay.
I use my body to guard
Okay.
the guards.
Roll dexterity, roll dexterity, Saul.
Oh, why? I could just use athletics.
Oh, yeah, athletics, I guess. What did you
I
roll?
got an 18. I got an 18. It's almost like I'm a buff wizard.
Okay. As you're about to raise your holy symbol to do something, Miss Haywin snatches the symbol
You
off.
beat an 18?
Yep. She managed to
Alright,
roll high.
I'm just like, okay, I know I used the holy symbol because
And
it's
then-
close to my heart.
As you say
But
that,
then,
she smacks you to she smacks you at the head.
Ow. Okay, that's still not stopping me. Anyway, get back 10 feet as I start pulling out my arcane focus.
She grabs your arm and tells you, please stop.
I do an athletics check.
Okay.
My owl helped me, so I get advantage.
Okay.
All
This
right.
is-
I roll a
just got
23.
A1.
I have given cookies out to angry people, and I go up to Saul and I sweep him up in the midsection, and give him a hug.
You have to beat a 23.
23, oh god.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I'm a buff wizard.
Like use a buff wizard.
Okay, so...
Okay, so
Miss Amy
Yeah.
is not moving. She is still there along with the guards and Mr. David. The rest
So
of the
can I
party
Just
move.
blow it up. They'll take the damage.
Oh
Just
god.
do it.
Okay.
So I was just like, I was gonna use...
Sheena says, "Speak now, forever hold your peace, Miss Hayway. If you got something to say, you better say it."
oh man.
I was
At
gonna
this
say
point,
it,
I'm coming
but you
out
guys
of
really
the
would like to cause commotion. And she just face palms.
We have a thing that we need to do. I don't know why all of you are inhibiting us from doing our job is the issue.
Yeah.
Okay, so blow it.
So if you guys know a safer way of removing this wall right now, then Paul is gonna take this down.
That's the thing, yeah, I will take it down if you guys don't just
All right,
literally
dear
get out
cat.
of the way.
Yeah, you do it, redo it. It's coming down.
Okay. So do you blow it up? So
I'm probably gonna just... Okay, I guess I'm just gonna throw a thing at it. Give me a second.
Okay.
I channel my divine arcane. Bring out
Oh, no.
bring out my diamond. Bring out my spell focus, and I shoot the wall.
okay.
Heads up, it's not an AoE spell because I realized an AoE spell would be stupid. It's single target, so it's just gonna target the wall and wall by itself.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the wall takes 32 lightning damage.
To do that. Okay. I would say that's enough to crack the wall at the very least, or at least create a
Right,
hole.
it's a wall made out of metal.
No.
Yeah, that's insane.
What you call it's enough to, because it's still a huge chunk of wood basically, but it's enough to push create a hole through.
Okay, so now that I see the hole, I see
Oh, what's
hole.
the range of the spell? Is it what you call a
It's
radius?
90 feet, but it disappears the first thing it hits.
So does it affect everyone around it? Who's
No, it's an attack spell because I realized that doing an AoE spell, even though it'd be a lot more convenient,
Okay.
would be stupid.
Okay, so you blow through a wall and manage to create a hole enough to what you call that you guys could see.
All right, do we see the corpse?
You don't see it. It's black basically. It's just darkness.
I can see.
Wait, I was about to say people with dark vision can literally see in there.
I
All
can
right.
do dancing lights as a cantrip, so I'll do dancing lights into the hole.
Alright, what do
What
you
is?
say?
Arwen has a crowbar. He's just gonna go to town at the hole.
Okay, so Narissa, how long is your B shape?
It's 1 minute. It would have been done.
Okay, it's
Right.
been done. Yeah. So Nar, as you peer through this hole, it's hollow. It is definitely hollow.
Okay, do we see the corpse though?
You don't see the corpse yet. There is no corpse, but
How many feet
Does
away is
there
it from us?
I would say
I'm still protecting the object.
this is about the whole wall from side to side is more than, I would say more than 200 to 300 feet. So this entire square is about more than 200 to 300 feet. It's a huge chunk of wall.
Okay.
Cool. Arwen's gonna take the crowbar from his Dungeoneer's pack
Yeah.
and just start prying
Yeah.
the hole farther open.
So you see Enwin pry to the wall, and yeah, it is definitely hollow.
No, I'm widening the hole.
Yeah.
I'm getting in
And,
that room.
and she
Yeah.
is going to help. She's going to use her somewhat brute strength. She's not as
Yeah.
brute as the other.
I would
but-
say it's
Can
not, now at this state it's not that hard. You guys can go in, and it is definitely dark there, except for what you call Narissa's
The
ball
dancing
of
lights no longer make it dark.
yeah, the dancing lights. You do see a path, a tiled path, what you call leading deeper inside to the middle of this what you call giant wall, basically. Let me just and you see hedges, basically, and
Hedges?
yeah, hedges.
Like-
There, as if there's a garden inside this wall.
Okay, I was just gonna say,
That's
are we
very
outside
odd.
now? Or
No,
is it in-
you're still inside. You're still inside dimension, but there is typically grass hedges inside the wall, as if it was embedded inside this wall.
Gotcha.
So Nar downs his tea after they open the wall and goes, "All right, meat shields first," and
The,
just
ci-
goes and
the city guard and Miss Awen and Mr. Davidson are just completely shocked, looking at this place. This is what you guys did as all 5 of you went in there. So you guys went.
I go ahead because I can see in the dark perfectly.
Okay.
There's still no sign of the corpse whatsoever.
No, you don't see a corpse, but this place is definitely big.
Okay.
So
So,
is it like a hedge maze in here, or?
no, it's not a maze. Technically, it's just there's a tiled path in front of you guys. Very old, and on the sides are hedge grass. Not about, I would say, about 3 feet tall, more or less. Not
Are
enough.
they alive or are they?
No,
kind
they're
of-
just hedges, and
they're
they're
dead.
They're
ju-
dead, though, right?
mhm.
Weird.
So as you guys proceed, I'm guessing all 5 of you proceed further. You see.
Before we proceed farther, I have
Okay.
to actually talk to the group. Saul's just like, all right, quick note. I would prefer a quick 1 hour rest so I can, get my divine smite back. But
Okay.
if you guys really want to proceed, I'm not objected to it.
Will you still be able to find the body?
No, I also cannot. No, I ran out of second double spell slots. I
He's
can no
used his
longer detect the
magic,
body.
So we're currently in the process where, unfortunately, our boomstick has gone boom.
Right.
So that's why I was going to suggest that I break the wall, but hey, why not? So I'm going to suggest to the group that, well, here's the deal. It would be smart if we're dealing with anything supernatural that the meat shield goes first, because then the magic users have eyes on said meat shield, instead of meat shield being behind the group to do bad things. So my thoughts are, you guys watch my back, and I will play Canary.
Okay,
Okay.
but can we take at least a 1 hour rest so I can get one of my spells
Yeah.
back?
I
Do we
feel
have
like we
1
can
hour?
take the rest, but then I feel like
I'm not
Just-
gonna lie, the other guards aren't stopping us as I look
I
back.
think they might bring
They're just
reinforcements.
they're just looking at the whole, surprise and shock, as all
So
5
here's
of you
the
went.
so Sheena sticks her head in the wall and asks if Haywen and Mr. Stevenson are going to follow, or if they're just going to stay behind. So are they coming or not?
The city guards will stay here. I'm guessing, considering how powerful you guys are, will stay here and keep watch. Miss Haywin is just face palming at this. Mr. Davidson says, "I'm not going inside if that's what you're asking me to. You guys do what you need to do there. I'm gonna stay here."
I think we could take the hour chill time, but we stay in here so we don't get locked out.
Okay, that's
So
what
I
it is.
think that we can investigate on that
I'll
side
tell
of
you
the
what.
wall now.
Can I go ahead and scout ahead with Arwen while our magic users rest for an hour?
Okay.
That was like, that would be a bit spoopy, but you guys can, I'm pretty sure.
We can both see in
I'm
the
a
dark.
sneaky
Fine.
boy. And I'm a sneaky boy, and there's bushes over there. If anything gets into trouble, we can deal with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got these silver gauntlets on, so if anything, if a vampire is involved, I can at least grapple with him at least.
You could at least punch them.
Okay.
That's also fair.
All right. So who's going, and who's staying?
Saul needs to rest.
I'm
exhausted.
Paul and Cadenza are going
Yes.
to stay behind, and I'm guessing Marie is going to be waiting as well.
I was just gonna wait at the hole, and then
Okay.
like that way I could get as much light in there as possible, but like keep an eye out on people.
Okay,
well,
so-
you three go ahead and do that, and the other two of us will go ahead and scout ahead for about an hour.
So who's so Sheena and Nar are the only one
no,
ones
it-
scouting?
Sheena's staying behind. She's going to be looking at the wall from the other side.
Magic
seeing-
users are staying behind. So
Okay,
that the,
Okay, so
constitute-
Erwin and Nar, I'm
Yeah.
guessing. Okay, so Erwin and Nar, you guys three stay behind. Okay, so Erwin and Nar, you guys proceed, and as you proceed deeper in this wall, you see a small house, basically. A second-story house, not too big, but it's a second-story house.
a house inside of a house. Interesting.
These people have way too much money. I should have taken that 50 platinum.
You had 50 platinum you could have taken.
Yeah, it was in the office when I followed the guards in. But we were here for other things, and that's probably going to be our payment anyways.
That's fair. So let's go ahead and proceed forward.
Okay.
Do you mind? You want me to go first, or do you want you?
You go first. I'll follow your lead until we get to anything that requires some special touches to open.
Worst comes to worst, if something does happen to me, you can run back faster than I can.
I am a speedy boy, yes.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and I go up to the house. Does the house have windows?
It does.
I peek inside the windows.
You see a foyer. You see a kitchen, a small kitchen, and a set of stairs going up to a second floor. It appears to be abandoned, empty. There's no source of light.
All right, so I go to the front door and test the knob and turn it and open.
It opens. It creaks as you open it. And it's dusty, as if no one's been here for a very long time.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna be holding a dagger in my hand as we go in here.
So I
Okay.
go ahead. I walk forward.
Mm-hmm.
I have dark vision, so I should be able to see just fine.
Mm-hmm. Aaron, how about you? Do you have dark vision?
Yeah, I'm following him, and I'm an elf. I have dark vision,
yeah.
of course.
We both have dark vision, so we're just kind of looking around, and it doesn't look like anything's been used in a long time. Does
No.
it look like any of the furniture's been disturbed at all recently?
The whole place is empty other than the typical normal furniture like tables and chairs, cabinets. But other than that, there are no interesting things inside. The cabinets are all empty. As if no one's been here for quite a while. Or for how long, I don't know.
Let's check out the second floor.
Okay, as you go to the second floor, there are 3 doors. One on your right and 2 on your left.
Let's try one of the ones on the left first.
Okay, which one are you trying? The first door or the second door?
Closest one.
The first one.
I'll do the one on the other left.
Okay.
Check out both at the same time.
Okay. As Erwin, as you open the door on the because this is past Nars. So Nars goes first and then your door. So as you open Erwin your room, it's a bedroom. It's a queen-size bedroom. A cabinet on facing it, and there's a window and a chair and a table. Nothing unusual. It is completely abandoned, empty. There's nothing there that you see interesting. Nar, your door, the moment you try to touch the doorknob, scent of blood comes to your nose. It's definitely blood, and it's strong.
Arwen, right now, on my right.
Alright, I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna prep...
Get an arrow ready.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got my crossbow ready.
Erwin, as you pass the door on your left, you also smell the scent of blood coming out from that door.
You smell it?
I do smell it. I see why you called me over.
I slowly turn the door.
So,
And I
as
just say on 3. Both of us enter at the same time.
okay, as you open the door, it's a giant room. Imagine the catacombs in Paris. That's
Yeah.
what you see. There is literally a stone cabinet, and lined up to this cabinet are bones. Lots of bones.
Well,
And there appear to be several bodies laying, decomposing at different states of decomposition on the wooden floor.
Yummy.
One of them looks fresh, and looks quite familiar.
I go ahead and tell Arwen, stand at the door and make sure it doesn't close.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll put a foot in the door,
Okay.
and I'll keep an eye down the hallways on both sides and in the room.
So I go ahead and I approach the body, which I'm assuming is Patricia's.
It is definitely Patricia.
And what has happened to the corpse?
Roll medical check. Roll for medicine.
Here's my bad rolls. 9.
9. She is definitely dead. One thing you do notice is one thing you couldn't fail to see is there is a cut all the way from her neck going to her down her chest.
So she's naked.
Her dress is cut open.
So yes, her dingly bits are out. Okay, so for the sake of modesty, I tuck that stuff back in, pick up the corpse,
Okay.
and I start carrying it towards the front door.
Okay, so as you guys are about to leave the room, you guys see a little girl standing at the front of the left door. The door that you did not check. He's just standing there staring at you guys. What do you guys do?
And I just go ahead and cock my head, and I say in Elven, this is where we back up slowly and get out of here.
Okay. As you you back up slowly.
I'm not taking my eyes off of her.
Okay.
I'm gonna also cock my head while keeping eye contact and say in Elven back, isn't this who we were supposed to be looking for?
We have evidence of what's happened.
Okay, as you guys backing up, not moving your eyes, you hit something behind you.
I immediately turn around and swing my arms with my silver gauntlets.
Okay, as you swing around, it passes to this thing, and you see it's the little girl.
Silver affects ghosts, doesn't it?
Well, let me check. I think you're thinking of older editions. Let me check.
Yeah.
True.
Because I
am
know
a-
that was a call out in
I'm a
old editions, but in this new edition, I don't think.
No, it's not. It has to be magical. Because only magical. So no, it passes just through her.
And I'm like,
Heads up! It
Hey,
doesn't,
all of
heads
my
up,
weapons are...
What's that sound? Armani, what's that?
Sorry about that, DM. I'll go ping what. Go check the chat. This is up to your discretion, though. Heads up! They got rid of the silver weakness, but they just made them only resistant, not immune.
Yeah.
okay, so that could have still hit her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's up to DM. That's up to DM's choice at this point.
Yeah, I would say it would pass through her.
Okay. So I just swung through. I'm like, great. And I'm like,
So wait, she's in front of us and behind us now?
No, by the time you face her, she's now in front of you, and by the time you look back, she's no longer where you saw her. So she's now
I
facing.
didn't turn around.
Okay, if
I
that.
kept eye contact.
I am.
Okay,
which
so.
means she disappeared from your view and
Yeah.
is now right behind us.
Mm.
And I'm like,
Alright.
Arwen, we're not allowed to leave.
I turn around in a panic and I fire my crossbow. And it's a +1, which is magical, right?
Okay. No.
Oh, that poor ghost.
Okay.
+1 crossbow.
Roll to hit.
26.
That definitely hits.
And I
Poor
rolled
ghost.
Oh,
I
no.
rolled a 7 on the damage.
So
Okay.
we are doing the scene from Ghostbusters with the librarian.
So it passes to her, and then she looks at you, Erwin, and says, "That wasn't nice."
Why are you stopping us from leaving?
Maybe it wasn't nice, but you scared me. I blinked and you were behind me. That was reaction.
Well, the thing is, I was trying to help one of your friends find me. If that helps. What's that? Splashing down.
That's a cat having a sneezing fit. I apologize.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
She asked
I was
us-
like, what? Yeah, that's what she said.
Okay. Well then, why didn't you say so instead of just being, like, creepy? I apologize for the arrow, by the way.
It's okay. It doesn't hurt that much. I'm
we
guessing
take
you're
this-
here because you want to know what happened to your friend.
Oh yeah, we do.
She points at the other door at the left, the one you didn't check.
You want us
Alright,
to go in
so...
there, don't you?
What? What did
You
you
want us
say?
to go in there, don't you?
She nods.
What will happen to us if we go in there?
You will see the person who did that, and he points at the Patricia's corpse.
Yeah, we're not going in there yet.
If you don't, one of person's gonna go missing again. He already done one. He will be doing another. The moment you wait, he's gonna find another.
I tell her.
do have people sitting guard outside. I don't think he'll get by.
I tell her it's like, can at least one of us bring our friend back?
He's just staring at you, not responding.
Crap.
I'll stay here and guard the door if you
No,
want to go
we don't.
back.
We do not split up. That's how we get killed.
Okay, but I'm a sneaky boy, and it is dark in here.
And if it is a spirit, it won't matter.
I suppose you have a point.
She already snuck behind us, and we barely did any damage to her at all. And she wants us to go into a room where the person that did this is. And we don't know if we can hurt this thing.
And she responds, if you're saying that I'm gonna do something mean, no. I was also
So-
brought here.
You go alert everybody else, I'll still guard the door, and I will catch up to you if something attacks me.
That's not really up to us because the little girl is preventing us from leaving.
You can stop this
Will you
now.
let him...
Little girl, what is your name?
Her name is, let me check, one moment, my notes, or is it? Her name is... NPC number, no. Alicia. So I'm gonna put that in chat. I guess. It's Alicia.
Alicia. That's a pretty name. I am sorry that bad things happened to you and now you are stuck here.
More bad things will happen if you guys don't go there and meet the person who did that.
Do we have a chance to stop this person without any magic ability?
I don't know. I don't know magic. All I know is I can't leave this place.
I know you can't leave this place. But our goal is to make sure that you can, so that you can go ahead and find happiness elsewhere. So we need to get the rest of our party before we can do that.
He's just staring
I'm
at
going-
you.
So what I do is this. I'm going to go ahead and put down the corpse,
Mm-hmm.
and I pull out my ocarina, my ram's horn ocarina,
Mm-hmm.
and I start playing a tune.
Okay.
And I know exactly who's going to hear it. Because there's no noises inside this place.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, it echoed. It echoed. I would say Narissa, Saul, and Sheena roll perception.
Oof.
Narissa? Sheena rolled a 2.
She's
Ooh.
AFK real quick. She was using the bathroom. Give her a quick
Okay. Damn, you guys roll terrible now.
I know. I thought the good
Damn,
luck that was going on was going to rub off on us.
I
Well, it
didn't
did.
expect y'all to actually be napping.
Yeah, they're sleeping, technically.
Perception?
Yep.
15.
15. Only Narissa hears this. You hear an ocarina sound coming somewhere at the... Somewhere...
the tune is erratic and frantic.
Yeah, the tune is like... So it's like a panic sound.
And I would know that Nar has calamity.
You've heard me play before, and you know I don't play that shitty.
Okay, so
Yeah, you would
I'm
know.
gonna be like, has it been an hour yet? Can we go?
No, it hasn't been an hour yet.
Shit. I think they may be having some trouble in there, guys.
Saul just closes his book and he's just like, well, I guess we just have to go in. Like, I think I'll be fine. I should be... I still learned a few new tricks from that other spell book, so I should be good. Sheena, how are you looking spell-wise?
I think I'm good.
Alright, well then, yeah, we could go head in.
Okay, so you guys follow, and then
So
you do
they're-
see a house. Yeah, you do see the house. The door is open. So what do you guys do?
We probably see flickering lights down stairs because
Yeah, you do see a ball of, I would say Narissa's the ball of dancing light.
Okay, so I go ahead and I tell Arwen, it's like our party's coming through the door now. I think it's our best chance to go ahead and investigate. So if Big Bad does try to do anything, they're our backup.
Yeah,
Alrighty. I will attempt to quietly open the suspicious door.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you go to the to this iron door that has. You do see a window. There is a window, and there are gratings, basically bar gratings.
Yes.
You do see that the room is dark. Other than what you call torch lights on the sides, you do
So
see.
it's lit.
Yeah, it is quite lit. So also the place is tiles. So basically, from wall to floor, it's just tiles. As you open the door, the scent of blood hits your nose, and you see at the very center of the room is what appears to be some sort of dentist chair that had metal straps on the armrests and on the legs, as well as another metal strap where the neck should be. Next to that dentist chair is a small wooden table that has what you believe to be a series of rusty tools. Some have needles, some have drills, some you even saw a saw at one point. And at your left side, you see a bathtub, basically, a tub, filled with blood to the brim. As a matter of fact, this entire tiled room is filled with what you believe to be a mix of both dried and fresh blood.
Alrighty. I am going to investigate the room in detail for things like hidden doors, hidden
I'm-
switches,
I am
traps.
Door frame to make sure it doesn't shut.
Okay. So by this time, the rest of the party goes upstairs and you see Nar waiting outside. Between the door frame.
Yeah, I'm standing in a position where the door's gonna have to slam on my body in order to close.
I mean, I know I would
Uh,
enter...
also, by the
Just
time you
goes to
go
your
upstairs, yeah, by the time you go upstairs, Narissa, you see the girl.
But I would have entered very like cautiously. I wouldn't immediately just start heading upstairs.
Oh yeah.
Because in my head, I'm thinking that Nar's in danger.
Mhm.
So I would be very on alert. I wouldn't just immediately
Yeah.
start heading upstairs.
Yeah.
And I did stop playing the moment I saw the lights, so...
Yeah. So you by the
Yeah.
time you guys went inside the small house, the music does stop. So all three of you are downstairs.
Okay,
Up
what's
here.
going on?
All I
Do
shout
we
is,
see the
"Up
ghost girl
here."
too, or no?
The girl is upstairs. You guys are downstairs. So you haven't went upstairs.
Alright, okay. Okay.
And so Nar yells up here.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So now
So,
we'll start going upstairs
obviously-
in a rush.
At the top of the stairs is Ghost Girl.
Okay. So do you go upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys go upstairs and you see Nar waiting at the door frame. You also see a little girl that you guys haven't met except for Narissa, who is just staring, standing there, staring at all three of you. And you do recognize her. And the little girl says, "There you are."
And is this your grave?
She points at the other door on the right.
You died in there?
She nods.
I'm
A
sorry.
bathtub full of blood in here, and it's fresh.
Erwin, there is literally nothing other than the things that I mentioned. So
Also, they probably see the body of Patricia at the top
yeah,
of the stairs.
you also see standing beside the little girl is a body of Sheena, what you believe to be Patricia, all drenched in blood, and there's you see a cut from her neck all the way to her chest.
And on top,
Okay.
Kyle's incision.
Okay. So I'm gonna investigate the body because I'm perceiving that possibly it's more than just blood. Maybe a part of her was taken out because usually if you're drinking blood, you just need a cut big enough.
Roll
to drink,
medicine.
right?
Roll medicine.
Oh, okay. All of a sudden I'm a doctor. Here we go.
Uh,
All right, 19.
19. She
So,
none of her organs were taken, but she is completely her blood is completely been removed basically.
okay, and can I tell if she was cut surgically or...
Yeah, she was definitely cut surgically.
Okay, because I haven't been in that room, so I don't know what's in there,
Mhm.
in that one room, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
So, I go ahead. After they're in there, I'm like, I know a surefire way to speed things up.
And what would that be?
I go ahead and tell the group, it's like, we need to group up quick, because if I do this, I'm pretty sure that whatever we're dealing with is going to get real pissed off.
The little
I
girl
think-
just points to the door where Nara is and says, "If you want to know who did that to your friend, he's right there." He points at the room where Nara is.
The room that I'm currently in, sniffing around like a bloodhound?
Yep.
So I just go ahead and do this. I go ahead and I tell them, it's like, Narissa, can you join me in the room real quick, please? I'm going to need somebody
Okay.
else's body strength in order, just in case this happens the way I think it's going to.
I don't have a lot of strength.
But when you shift, your strength grows, doesn't it?
No, my dexterity grows.
That's cool.
Yeah, her shift is all about getting speedier. She just also gets bigger.
Okay, so you're Sanic. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
The Saul.
You also smell that the
So I go
blood.
ahead and I grab the side of the bathtub.
You go. Who's going inside the room?
Arnwin's already inside. the room.
Everyone's on the room.
I already joined him inside the room.
So Nara is also joining in the room. Who else?
I'm just asking, can I use identify to see if she was lured there or if she was physically taken? Like, is there a way now that she's an object I can do identify to see what magic was performed on
Okay.
her?
Remove a spell slot. Sheena.
Yep.
There is no magical. You don't sense any magical on her body or anywhere near this room.
So she was physically.
Okay. So she was physically taken. Okay, so
So who's going
Alright.
inside the room? I
I'm
wanna know.
following in with Nar then. And
All right. So
Saul?
I immediately went to the group.
Oh, Saul basically would probably have to, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
fine.
So all 5 of you are all. I guess all.
I'm gonna stay closest to the door though.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is the tub built into the wall, or is it a freestanding tub?
It is a freestanding tub.
I tell everybody, watch your shoes, and I grab the side of the tub and start to dump it.
Okay.
I jump up onto the arm of the chair immediately.
Arm to the. Okay. So 1 moment. So as you're going inside the tub, basically, the door behind Narissa shuts,
There we
No.
go.
No.
and as you're approaching,
Did the ghost girl come in
the-
with us? Did the ghost girl come in with us, or did she stay out there?
she stayed out there, but
Okay.
she is looking. You see her looking through the other side, basically.
Okay.
As you approach the tub slowly, as you're about to touch the tub, you see hands poking from the surface of this tub, basically. First the right hand on the side of the tub, and then left, and then you suddenly see a head poking,
Oh yeah.
and then a face of a human person, sunken basically, and you see eye holes technically, no eyes, and it's drenched with blood.
Yep.
You see
go
tattered
ahead.
clothes. I'm pretty sure you already know the creature because you saw the thumbnail. So, but this creature crawls technically from the tub.
Well, can I impromptu attack it because it's climbing out of the tub and I'm right above it?
No, by the time you approach it, so technically by a few feet, by the time you start to approach the tub and try to pour its contents, it starts crawling out technically. So
Okay.
you were just
So,
yeah.
Then grab a great sword attack on creature.
Wait.
I rolled,
Wait,
and
we're gonna roll initiative basically.
Oh, okay.
that's my initiative. Then I guess.
Wait 1 moment.
I
Okay.
got 7.
Ooh,
And a
okay.
good 9.
1 moment. I'm gonna keep track on your rolls. 7 and 9.
Thing's grotesque. Holy hell.
Yeah. So you see this elongated creature basically. So 7, 9. 7 is for Saul. Oh no, 9 for Saul.
9 is for Saul.
7 is for Narissa. How about Nar?
20.
Oh, 20. That's good.
Well, I want to kill this thing.
Okay. Sheena.
I got 16.
Oh shit, she rolled a 1. 16. And Erwin.
18.
Wow, okay, 18. At least the other 3 rolled high. Okay, so first would be Nar. Followed by Erwin. Then Sheena. Then the ghost rolled natural 1. Apparently he's slow. So then Saul, then Narissa, and then
All right. That's what it feels like. Ugh.
so you see this creature crawling basically. Nar, it's your turn.
All right. And I go ahead and I tell Saul, cover me. And I'm going to charge at the tub and I'm going to try to flip it.
No, he's already out of the tub basically.
Oh, I don't care. I'm flipping the contents of the tub out.
Okay, so he's gonna have opportunity attack if you pass him.
Oh, that's fine. He can attack me, but I'm still flipping that tub over.
Okay. So he's gonna attack you, basically with that's low though. So he tries to grab or what you call hit you with his hands, but you manage to avoid just in time. You pour the contents. Roll strength check.
Don't fail me now. Okay, good. 20.
20. You pour the tub. It's just blood. You see Nar carry the side of the tub, lifts
I'm
it.
just dumping it in the
Yeah.
drain.
The blood spills through the drain, and until you emptied it out.
Yep. So I just dump it over on its side,
Mm-hmm.
and I just scream at it in Abyssal. Try to gain sustenance now, bloodsucker, and draw my sword. And that's my turn.
Okay.
And also, reaction, I'm using my Berserker ability. So I am increasing my hit points.
Okay, temporary hit points.
Yes.
Oh.
So that's my turns.
Okay.
Work
All right.
with. Yeah.
So, what's that? Hey, okay, there you go. All right. So next is Ernwin.
All right, so standing on the arm of this chair, I just see that grotesque monster that had crawled out of the tub and is now flopping around on the floor.
Yep.
And I'm gonna shoot it with a fire arrow,
Okay, roll to hit.
and it's within 5 feet of an ally, so sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I did that.
Okay.
Only a 16 to hit though.
It hits. Roll damage.
Oh, nice. I get 9 damage, 9 on the sneak attack, and then the fire arrow is, I wrote it down, another 1d6.
I'm gonna do math.
And the fire arrow does an additional 4 and ignites the thing.
So how many is that? I can't do math.
That's 18, 22.
22. Okay, so
So we can.
okay.
Yeah.
Next is anything else, or is that your turn?
Yeah, that'll be my turn. I'm not doing anything. I'm staying up on the arm of this chair.
Okay. Next is gonna be Sheena.
Okay. Alright, so I am actually going to cast True Strike.
Okay.
So
don't do it. You're good. You're good. I'm
True
dreaming.
Strike
I'm
gives
just dreaming.
I get a brief insight into the target's defenses.
Okay.
So then I gain advantage on my next turn. On my first attack roll.
So let me just check. Okay, so creatures possess creatures suicide could and see no as well as that you can see invisible
So
creatures
what insights do I gain?
through visual illusion to reveal original creatures and shapeshifter. Those with door sight also in the general plane with the same range. It doesn't say here that you gain knowledge of true sight.
It just says you gain you gain an insight to the target's defenses. So you know
Defenses. So what's keeping them
The
protected?
insight,
I can share with
What
everybody.
is
sorry
resistant
Sheena,
against?
the insight is just flavor text. You just get advantage on your next attack.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're thinking, I'll go
But-
ping of the thing you're actually thinking of. One second.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
okay. That came from...
Hey.
Well, because if it's the target's defenses, wouldn't I know what its weaknesses are? Like what's its strength and what's its weakness? With
That's
the
up to DM's discretion.
DM, do I or not?
Because it says here that it says a small number of creatures possessed. Creatures with true sight could out a specific range, see in both normal and magical darkness, as well as that they could see invisible creatures
Not
and
true sight, true
Oh.
strike.
true strike. There you go. That's what. Okay, let me check. That's why I got confused. I heard true
No, no,
sight.
no.
Sorry.
No.
So you extend hand and point finger target. Your magic grants you a brief insight of the target's. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so you know that it's a ghost technically. So you could assume that items that are not magical could probably not be effective against
Harm
it.
it.
Yeah, possible. Or could not be effective against it.
Okay. So what is its defenses then? So
That's
how
its
is it defending
defenses.
itself?
That's its
Okay,
defense.
alright, so
That
it's
it's
not-
immune to non-magical non-magical weapons.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So
So that's
yep,
what you
just
get.
means that you know exactly what it's resistant against and not resistant against.
Sorry about
Okay.
that. I thought through sight piercing.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
that's okay.
Alright, so
Okay,
that's your
so
action.
there's not much I can really share to them other than this is a spirit of some kind, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not magic that will. So I inform them that that magic is not going to be the way to approach this. And
Oh no,
share-
he's immune to non-magical.
Magic, non-magic. Basically, I'm
No.
useless.
Oh, okay. Only magical. Sorry, I misunderstood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
I thought that was weird. That's why I'm like, okay, that's an interesting ghost. Okay. So I just let them know that I just share what I know to them.
Okay. Alright, so are you gonna move or do you have what else are you gonna do?
That's an action, right?
So you have your your action is now taken. You have your movement, and if you have a bonus action, you could use that as well.
Well, I will move towards Nar.
Okay.
Just 10 spaces.
5, 10 here.
Yeah, to up one. Right. Okay. And then I'll give Saul Bardic Inspiration.
Oh no, that was already.
Bardic
Whenever
Inspiration
his
is a
next
bonus
turn-
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, yeah, for you.
Yeah.
I have to remember those because I don't know. All right, so roll for Bardaric Inspiration. I have to remember that.
Okay.
I keep forgetting.
That's a D6, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I roll a d6 on my next check, saving throw, or whatever I choose.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Alright.
Anything else?
And that's my turn. That's the
Okay.
end of my turn.
All right, Saul, it's your turn.
Alright, well I don't have my, the channel divinity, so my damage is significantly hampered. I also don't have dragon breath, so that also limits what I can do. But I could still just, Alright, so I get next to the beast because the wizard never learns and is going melee form again.
5, okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 25, 30. Okay.
Okay. My owl gives me advantage.
Plus your bardic inspiration.
Yep.
And I'm going to use an electric inflict wounds. Heads up, because I'm an elemental adept, I ignore resistance, and since I'm an elemental specialist, I ignore immunity, and they're only resistant.
Okay, so it's original damage. Okay, so roll to hit.
Yep. Normal damage.
Does a 13 hit?
13 just hits.
Oh, nice. Anyway, I do 19 lightning damage.
Okay, let me just do math. So
Zappy.
okay, you put your hand in front of it, and as lightning streaks from your arm all the way to your hand, stopping this creature. Okay, he's not doing well though. You guys are just butchering him. Right? All right. So anything else?
No, that's Saul's turn.
Okay, so Sheena. Alright, no, Nerissa, sorry. Nerissa.
Yeah.
Okay. So for my turn, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
One moment.
Yeah, I have to check that as well. I have to memorize all the spells.
That's 9 psychic damage, but I'm going to go ahead and post it into here
Oh, okay. That.
for you. Okay. Where did it stop? There?
It stopped on the word obvious.
Yep, I just...
Pardon me.
Okay, the same resource. First level, student tap at the result of duration stay continuous. Your whisper is a melody that one creature of your choice within range can hear rocking, and the target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a fail save takes 3d6 psychic damage. Damn. And use the ground such as far and pit. The creature doesn't move into obvious dangerous ground such as far pit or has a save and target takes half as damage. What's the save DC? Narissa?
14.
14. He nat 20s. So
Wow.
he takes half. So roll damage?
It would be 5.
Oh, so it's 5. Okay. Anything else?
Because the damage was 9.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna Bardic Inspire Nar.
Okay.
Okay. I
Alright.
need that in case this thing tries to possess me.
So... Actually, now that you said it,
Yay!
that would have been a... Okay, so he's gonna use his action to actually try to possess you. Roll a charisma saving throw of Nar.
Okay, using that inspiration to try to stop this. Okay, that's a 5 plus...
Ooh.
18, so...
Oh, that... Okay.
It's 23? So 23 is my wisdom save.
Oh, okay. You managed to suppress it. As this creature tries to go through your space, you managed to scream and yell your way out of this.
After
you-
hearing the beautiful music, I just scream at it, out, thought! And it's done.
And then it's gonna 5, 10, 15, 20. He's gonna move there. Oh.
Okay.
Wait, we get attacks of opportunities.
Yeah,
Yep.
Saul, you do.
So does Nar.
Yeah.
I can't. So basically, when that thing tries to run, I just swing my fists at him.
Okay, roll to hit, both of you.
Wait,
did I
I just
click?
have a normal quarterstaff. It's not gonna do anything, but I'll sure as I'll try.
Yeah. It could still work.
Natural 20?
Oh. See?
Heads up, remember house ruling, what do you call it? Crits do full damage.
Yeah, but
So
yeah.
since it's like a ghost, and we've ruled that silver doesn't like do really anything.
You still do 0 damage.
Yeah.
Yep. So essentially, I managed to connect with it, but it just keeps running.
Yeah, it passes through you.
Heads up, I got a 19, but my quarterstaff is non-magical, so you know it does lots of nothing.
Yeah, it passes through him as it walks. Alright, so next is gonna be Nar.
Alright, so what I'm going to go ahead and do now is that I'm going to rush towards the door that is slammed shut, and I'm going to attempt to rip it open.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right here. Alright, roll strength check.
Yeah, I just tell Narissa, it's like, move aside so I can go ahead and make myself useful. You guys focus on trying to kill this thing.
Okay, roll strength check.
Let's see, that's a 15. 17?
17, it doesn't budge.
Okay. So I'm just going to keep taking my turns and slamming into it as hard as I can.
Okay, so next is gonna be what you call Erwin. He is close. He's about next to you.
Alrighty. I'm gonna shoot it again.
Okay, roll to hit.
Oh, and it takes more fire damage on my turn, right? Since I don't think it padded itself out. Or
No,
did it ignite?
no, it did. The fire did not. It did not ignite at him. It hits him, but the fire doesn't stay with him. It's a ghost.
Ah, okay.
So condition doesn't affect him technically.
Alrighty. Well, yeah, I just attack.
Yeah,
Oof. 14 to hit.
it hits. Roll
9 damage. and I do not meet the conditions for sneak attack. However, I am going to move all the way up to the left of Sheena.
All the way up. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 here.
No, per other side.
20,
Between me and,
25, 30, 35 here.
Yep.
Okay, you go there. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be my turn.
Alright, next is Sheena.
Alrighty. Had some thinking I was doing. I
Okay.
think that
Oh, you have advantage as well. Because of your...
Yes, I do. And
So
I'm
keep that
going
in
to
mind.
use the ice knife.
Ooh, okay.
But I'm going to move towards it first.
Okay,
So I'm going to
so-
move
so how
15,
far-
20 feet towards it. At a
Five,
diagonal.
okay, 5, 10, 15. Right here?
And then over one.
Over one right here.
Yep.
Okay.
So
I warned
I'm gonna-
warned as a free action, don't get too close to it. It tried to possess me.
Okay, well, I'm going to do ice knife.
Roll to hit.
Okay.
Remember,
I
you
got
can cast it
20.
at level 2.
I got a natural 20.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Okay, roll
Oh, I-
damage.
That's
Here we
20
go.
damage.
20s.
It's gonna
DM,
have...
I'm not gonna lie to you. Do you still want to keep that weird house rule where crits do max damage, or why?
What
I
are
mean,
crits
technically,
again?
crit...
Like, I feel like I'm speaking. Yeah, I don't know the language. I'm sorry.
No.
Critical hits
I mean,
is
no,
basically when
I
you
mean,
roll-
technically, crits roll max damage. That's what crits does.
Oh, okay.
Unless...
that's
So when I roll a 20, that means that's the max damage.
no, you still you basically you roll you double the damage technically. So roll your dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
it's double the damage, not max damage.
Yeah, not max. Sorry, that's
And
why
then I
that confuses me.
also, yeah, okay.
Okay, so then roll your d10 and double it.
Yeah. Roll damage and then times 2 basically.
My D10.
Yeah. Whatever the damage of the ice knife is. And there's a saving throw for that, right?
For the second half, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I thought that had to happen first, right? Was
Yeah.
No, the actual
did
attacking
he
part
fail
happens
the
first.
Did he fail the saving throw?
The Sheena, the attack happens first, and then after the dagger hits or misses, it explodes, thus
Yeah.
causing the saving
Oh,
throw.
so it hit. So is the whatever ghoul gonna get damaged though? Because I don't know. It's a non-magical thing. I don't know what's happening.
I would say it's magical. I would say it's magical if it's a spell. It's considered magical for me.
Okay, and then
So what's the damage for the dagger?
sorry, I had to find the dice.
Okay.
It
No problem.
is 50.
50?
Whoa.
Wait,
Yeah.
50?
It's a 1d10, right?
Yeah.
So is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would be a 5. It's just mine has
It's 5
like
damage. Okay.
yeah.
So it's fine. I was
sorry.
like 50.
So then it's 10.
My bad. I'm sorry. I'm
It's
sorry,
okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
That was like-
I was like, oh shit, that's
I had to find
overkill.
the right one because I was like, wait a minute, that's not it. Okay, well, so I just grabbed the first one again.
Okay, so 5, and
So
then
that's 10.
it's gonna. What's the saving throw for the ice knife?
DM, it's 10 damage automatically, and then Sheena, did you cast it at level 1 or level 2?
I can only cast at level 1.
No, you
Okay.
can cast
No,
at
no,
level
I can
2.
cast at level
level
2. I
two
just can't
spell.
have level 2. Yeah,
Spell.
so level 2 clearly because it's like a
Alright,
you know.
roll 3d6 for your ice damage.
Okay.
okay.
So now he has. So that first he takes 10 damage from the dagger. Okay.
Yeah, now you can roll
3d6.
3d6 for the ice damage.
Oh,
All right, 3.
Damn.
3, so I got 7.
that was quick.
Wait, hold on. What?
Okay, roll
I
36.
rolled all
damage
3
did you
at one
do?
time. Am I supposed to only roll 1 at a time? Or?
No, I
No.
think she was saying it was quick about how the health pool of the ghost is dropping very quickly.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
okay.
chewing through it.
Okay.
My attempt to possess Nar failed, so
Oh, okay.
All right, so roll
Oh, yeah,
3d6
two
and then
threes and a
multiply
one.
that.
So
Sheer
my
dumb luck.
3d6 added up to 7. Just FYI, I didn't know if you heard me.
7?
Yeah.
So that's 7 from the 3d6, right? So
Alright,
time.
what's the spell save now? How
So
much is
13
the spell
damage
save?
total.
What's the spell save?
It
what-
says
DC of what?
I'll put it in there.
Okay. Oh. So just say DC
Yeah,
attacks.
what's the number?
No, yeah. What's the number? What's your?
It takes 1d10 piercing damage.
No, what's the save DC? Save dex.
Yeah, what-
The dex.
Yeah, what's the number?
Yeah. Attack save is a dexterity save.
Yeah, what's the dex save? It should be a number.
Does it say?
Since you're a wizard, the number would equal 8 plus 2 plus your intelligence
So whatever
modifier.
your intelligence modifier is.
Okay. Well then 8 plus 2 plus my intelligence modifier would be another 4. So that'd be 14.
14. So I need to beat a 14.
Yeah.
Yep.
He failed. So he
Alright, you
takes.
take the full 7.
So he takes 7 damage. Alright, next is gonna be Saul. One moment,
Well,
aside.
Saul's just walking up to the guy again. His owl's giving advantage. And
Okay.
alright, move me next to the
Spoop.
to the spoopy man.
Here?
Yep.
Okay.
And I rolled a 21 to hit. It does 14 lightning damage.
Okay. What do you use a spell? What spell do you use?
Yeah, inflict wounds, lightning damage, because all my spells only do lightning.
Okay.
So
Damn.
Palpatine.
Alright, he's not looking too well. Alright, so Narissa.
Alright. Dissonant Whispers, 10 psychic damage.
Dave, you just are using all your spells you got on this deck.
Well, we have it's a party of 4 spellcasters and 1 brute.
Yeah, technically.
think it's
Arnwin is
three-
I mean, no,
spellcaster.
no, Erwin is not a
We have a
spellcaster.
magic
No.
weapon.
I am the sneaky DPS boy.
DPS,
Alright.
and I'm just the forward DPS.
What's the spell DC on that again, Narissa?
14.
14. I had to. No, he failed. So what's the damage?
10.
It grabs its head, and then screams, and then fades. Technically, you guys beat it. That went.
Did you say we win finally? Do we
You
win?
did it,
finally?
boys!
That went so fast. I
Did it
didn't
leave
do
anything
for you.
behind?
No, it just fades. It's a ghost. It doesn't have
Sometimes
material.
they drop things because ghosts have unfinished business. So
I'd be a revenant, technically.
So-
Yeah, that would be a revenant.
we beat on the wall again. Does the door open finally?
As soon as the ghost fades, the door opens,
Okay, so I bum rush out.
and the girl is no longer
Hello
there.
there.
The girl is no longer there.
Wait, what you mean?
Yeah, I was hoping the girl was gonna be there so we could ask some questions.
No,
We're not gonna get
she is no
answers.
longer there.
Oh, we
I'm
lost
gonna
our
start
chance,
walking to the
guys.
door.
Well,
No,
I just
you
gonna
don't
go
do that.
ahead and say, Alyssa, rest in peace. May Cord smile upon your journey to wherever you're headed.
Well, what if she's not gone and she's just next to where her corpse was, which she pointed to this door.
Yeah, the other door at the left, basically.
So we go ahead and I head down that hall to where all the corpses were.
Right. We all follow. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
go ahead and open the door and I show them it's like this is the room where that thing was storing bodies.
Oh,
There's
gross.
just bones and corpses and everything else.
Who do you speak that to, Miss David, Mr. David?
Oh no, we haven't left the tomb
Oh,
yet.
okay,
I just
sorry.
showed, I showed people
okay.
who are currently there. It's like we've discovered this before the ghost decided to try to get us to go into that room.
Okay, so you do see the other room is like a pile of bones on the left side. There's a cabinet made of stone, and the bones are just piled neatly, basically. And
So-
there are other fresh bodies. You do see, Narissa, as you look at the bodies, there is a teddy bear leaning on one of the pile of bones.
I'm gonna
probably
lean
should.
over and pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should probably get all these remains out and purify them.
Oh, Saul's like, I don't know ceremony, but I at the very least know gentle repose. I would just need to long rest to prepare it. If anyone knows the actual ceremony spell, that would be a lot, and I can copy it, that would be a lot better.
I'm more thinking that we go ahead and let the guards know and have them clear this room out and let the Lord...
Okay, as you're thinking that, you hear a yell of city guard basically from the downstairs. Hello.
Oh, now they decide to do something. I'm gonna freaking... Saul's just frustrated.
Okay. Anyone there?
Yeah, we're up here. I go ahead and I come out with holding the body of Patricia.
Okay. Miss
Too
Awen
late.
is also there, basically waiting.
And I come out and I'm like, I'm sorry she didn't make it.
She is speechless but nods. I think
no need to be so solemn there, Nard, as Saul basically like walks up and he's just like, one of my rewards is a $1,000 gold piece diamond.
That's fair. And I go ahead and I put her down.
Mhm.
I'll
I
just
say-
have to talk to Sheena about it though, because I think the original purpose of that was to see if we can find, or at least get into contact back with her instructor's body, or
Right.
if push comes to shove, we can resurrect this poor lass.
I think we should probably, I think Cord would deem it more worthy to go ahead and resuscitate this person. And then we go ahead and... Call him
someone's
the life
echoing. I'm not sure who's that. Whose mic is that?
Not me.
I don't know.
Is
Well,
it
whatever the
my
case
end?
is.
Okay, continue. Someone's echoing. I hear blowing. Okay, go on.
So,
It's not me. Everything's off here.
like I said, I think we could call in a life debt if we save her life, because it's like, look, we pulled you out of a room like completely devoid of blood and destroyed the thing that killed you. You owe us a life debt, and you're going to help us resuscitate my mentor.
Mm.
So I'm thinking an eye for an eye.
I feel
That would
like
be bad, but
I
I'll
think that
discuss
Sheena
with
would
Sheena.
say, I think that Sheena would say that the Academy would owe her for that one, and they would probably foot the bill on that, especially since it's the second time we've helped them, considering this is a student of theirs. That
And that's the least they could do.
right, and she's the only one that knows how it happened and what happened.
Exactly.
So we need to
So-
get that information.
And I talked to the Lord of the Mansion. David was his name?
Yeah.
Davidson?
Mr. David is not with you guys currently. It's just you see two city guards.
Where did he go?
He is currently not inside the hole, that's for sure. But you do see two city guards, a cleric, and Miss Haywin with you guys.
Anybody know where Mr. Davidson went?
Miss Haywin points to the hole. He's waiting outside along with other city guards.
I'm gonna go have a talk with him real quick.
Okay.
And I said, tell the guards, it's like there are lots of bodies in there. We need clerics to purify that room. This has been going on for decades.
You hear a cleric beside the two guards that says, "On it, already ahead of you," and he just rushes upstairs.
And
Well,
I
and a
go
way
ahead.
to identify them too, so that their family members can be notified.
I nod.
Most of the bodies are bones, basically.
So it would take a lot. They would have to go ahead and speak with dead for each of them to try to figure out
Yeah.
who they
Right.
were.
Right.
So that'd be a process. But I go outside. I go to go talk to the Lord of the Manor, and say,
By the time you head outside, Nar, it is currently daytime.
and is this guy there or not?
Yeah, he's currently you don't see him, but there are city guards all around.
So he's gone.
You could ask, you don't know.
I ask the guards, it's like, where did the Lord of the Manor go?
He points at the office.
I go into the office.
Okay, you see him and he's currently talking with a city captain of some kind.
And I go ahead and say, we finished the job. I got some questions for you, if that's okay.
He nods.
Does the name Alyssa mean anything to you?
He shakes his head.
So, little girl with a teddy bear named Alyssa doesn't mean anything to you.
A little girl did disappeared at one point.
Well, we found her remains.
Where?
In addition to the remains of decades worth of victims in those walls.
Wait, there are bodies inside the wall of my mansion?
Yes, there's a small weird hut in the middle with a weird torture chamber. We fought some kind of beast that looked like an old man soaked in blood. The tub was filled with blood, fresh and old. And it rose like it was living inside the blood and feasting on the bodies after years upon years there. We also discovered the body of Patricia, one of the people that was hired. All the matter is that we've defeated this thing, and the cleric right now is purifying that room. I think we deserve a reward.
Yeah, he nods and says, if it's over, then that's all I matter about. And he hands over 2 bags of gold coins.
I'm going to go ahead and try to roll a persuasion.
Okay.
And I'm going to say it's like, I think it would behoove you that this information doesn't get out and tarnish your name.
Oh,
and we could be very easily quieted for that.
He nods.
And I rolled a 19 to persuade him for maybe some more money.
He thinks for a moment and says, well, first things first. One, the agreement was you get a sword, you get silver, you get silver shocks, and in exchange for the rest of the gold. So now this is what's left. Second, you blew a hole.
Wait, I thought we also got the diamond.
And the diamond. Sorry, and the diamond.
Yeah.
Second, you blew a hole through my house, and that's gonna take a lot of fixing.
Oh, I appreciate that, but it's also going to take a lot of discussing around town to cover up the fact that for decades your family has been murdering people and storing them in the walls.
I have nothing to do with this, if that's what you're thinking.
Oh, well, I know you said that, but the captain of the guard's right here and just heard me say that.
And the captain looks at you and says, we'll check the place and see what we can find.
There's lots of bodies and lots of corpses. There is a room that's filled with lots of blood. This has been kept quiet for a long time. I'm thinking it would be wise for you to go ahead and consider at least a favor in the future if we need it.
He thinks for a moment, and he grabs another bag of coins.
Good boy. Grab that bag and kind of nod and make my way out.
So you
How many
have
gold coins?
you have 1,500 gold coins. Each one has 500.
Sounds good. We'll divvy them up accordingly.
Okay.
So I just go ahead and I take those bags and walk back towards the group.
Okay. So by this time, you guys are outside, unless you stay there for whatever reason. You still have the teddy bear with you, I guess, Narissa, if you're keeping that.
Yeah, I'm.
Okay. Put in your inventory.
hold on.
Put in your inventory blood-soaked teddy bear.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
No, my resolution for this is to find what either her parents or somebody that was related to her.
We just have to find somebody who can speak to dead, and that is an object that they used to have because it's probably her blood that's sucked into it.
Okay, so at this moment, by the time you guys leave, I would say the city guards escort you guys out. You see another...
Wait, Dave.
What?
I don't think we said we left. I thought.
Okay, what do
Narissa
you...
wanted to-
Okay, what do you guys do then if you guys are staying there?
Yeah,
Why
I thought
just-
Narissa
I'd be
wanted to at least interact with the child's body, or because there was a whole room that was just like dedicated to the
Bodies.
little girl, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
you don't know which one is the body. The teddy bear is sitting on the floor, basically. So it's just...
So
And Sheena wants to know how they were lured so that if something like that happens again, we don't know if that's the only case of that happening.
Okay.
all right.
So what do you guys do?
Well, I think we should resuscitate Patricia.
Okay. Oh yeah, Patricia, yeah. Okay, so...
You said there's a cleric here, and I now have a very expensive diamond.
yeah,
So-
if-
does
Hand
that-
that over to Saul. I just kind of do the baseball catch. I'm like, here you go.
Saul catches it, and then Saul just goes over to the cleric, and he's like, he's just like, hey, can this one still be saved, or do we have to go to a more powerful cleric?
he thinks for a moment, the cleric takes a moment. How long has this person been dead?
More
Maybe
than a
30
minute.
minutes.
Yeah, more than a minute. So revivify is not an option.
Then that's the problem.
Okay.
So we would have to go to like an actual house of court or something in order to get her revived by a more powerful cleric.
That's fine. So you got that diamond now. I shake the bags and I go, oh, Arwen, it's your favorite time of day.
Yep, I hear the jingling of coins. It is my favorite time of day.
So, just for the record, guys, per the discussion that I had with the Lord of the House, this never happened. And,
That's all I need to hear.
so I go ahead and I distribute the 1,500 gold pieces.
Okay, so divide that by 5.
Oh, heads up! I was about to say, remember, Sheena and Saul specifically said they gave up their cut for the diamond.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
That's
So
why
that means-
that's why there's typically 1,000 gold pieces as planned. So that means Erwin and Narissa keep theirs, and then you have another 500 gold after convincing Mr. Davidson to keep your mouth shut about the incident.
Okay, well, I keep that. I just go ahead and put it in my pocket. I'm like,
So how much is it?
So technically, you have 500 gold each. So what you call Erwin, Narissa, and Nar.
Yep.
Unless you're giving some to Sheena and Saul.
oh, no, I'm going to still reimburse them after we get out of here. It's just right now we're not divvying up that money yet because we've been pretty good about, like, share alike so far in the group.
Mm-hmm.
So
And we still have to get Nar's great sword at some point.
we'll have to get it from the smith, yes. But in the meantime, I've got this replacement and these silver gauntlets, which I'm going to sell. So I just go ahead and tell you guys, it's like, this hasn't been a bad day's work. But I definitely need that magic sword because I didn't do anything to that creature.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and let's do a special offering for this little girl. Let's go find a clearing and sanctify this teddy bear and hopefully release her bond to this world. And
I want to find her parents or siblings or anything that might be alive.
then here's what we need to do then.
I don't see a corpse of a little girl. Technically, the most fresh body that you guys see is Patricia's.
Well,
The
that's fine.
rest
Patricia-
are bones, technically.
And Patricia's is now outside and ready to be transported to the temple to be
Yeah, so I would say the city guards carry her body.
So I just go ahead and say, we have the teddy bear. Why not just go ahead and use magic to speak with the dead because we have a focus which has her blood soaked into it. So we should be able to at least connect with her and communicate. We already know her name is Alyssa. It won't be too hard.
No, the teddy bear is from Alisa, and you guys are talking about Patricia.
We're
Right.
talking about Alyssa.
Oh, okay. But you
Patricia's
don't...
body is no longer an option because we've already given it to the guards and it's taken
Okay.
out.
You don't
We're
know
trying to
where
figure
you don't know where her body is. Alicia's body is.
Right. But that's
Right.
why we're going to use the teddy bear as a focus.
And
Okay.
is Haywin still in there too? Because I was gonna.
Yeah, no, she's actually left with the body, technically.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Never mind.
So, and I told them, it's like, we probably shouldn't linger before the Lord of the House feels that we've worn out our welcome because I did push for that extra money.
So what do you guys do?
You have speak with the dead because I don't, so I'm gonna go talk to the cleric.
So we asked the cleric if he can cast Speak with the Dead on the bear.
Okay, I'm not sure how that bear is gonna speak though. I haven't
Well,
done
it's
that.
not really that. It's the idea that we're using the blood as a focus to summon the ghost of the
Oh, okay, yeah, I
girl.
see.
Now you're thinking of older editions again. They kind of mangled. They
Yeah.
kind of mangled it because they have this specific call out to avoid that tomfoolery.
Yeah.
Oh, darn.
So yeah.
Old DM problems. Oh, well.
Yeah, they got rid of that because they're just like, wait, people were just killing people and, with fireballs and stuff and then using Speak with Dead.
Yeah,
okay.
that's unfortunately one of the things that was happening.
Okay.
So Patricia does have that criteria, though, right? She's a corpse, and she still doesn't know.
She is actually a full body, so we could have talked to her before she went away, but unfortunately we can't. There are a couple of corpses that are intact that are in the room that haven't been sanctified yet, so we could ask them.
Okay.
So let's pick one that we can tell is mostly intact, and we'll play 3 questions.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you guys have who's gonna cast it?
Well, obviously not me.
Well, I can't. Is it in the pages that I ripped out and gave to Saul?
And there, it's just
Ran?
Actually, yeah. From Iveran's books, there is a spell there called Speak with Dead. Because
All right, so
Oh wait, didn't Narissa say she wanted to talk to the clerics? Because clerics can speak with undead.
yeah, the cleric
Oh.
could speak with the dead. So we have that cleric there that's sanctifying the
Well, let
rooms.
Narissa handle it, because Narissa can actually persuade people almost universally.
yeah, I would say which body are you pointing to, Narissa?
We're going to take the mostly intact one that's almost as fresh as...
Hey, it's Narissa.
So I was going to point in the general direction where the teddy bear was and be like, is there any way that you can use the bones in this area and like try to find someone to talk to out of them, or does it have to be a fresh body?
Well, technically it has to be the fresh body. We need someone to speak to.
Okay, so I'm gonna point to one of the other bodies that isn't completely like disintegrated at this point.
Okay,
and
so
be
so you see technically you see 3 bodies technically. You see a young man, a young teenage boy, and what looks like a baby corpse.
Oh.
I'll do
Oh.
the teenage boy.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't pick the baby.
Yeah. That's creepy.
All right, so he approaches the He approaches the corpse of the teenage boy with long brown hair. You see him pull out an incense that smoke starts coming out of it. He closes his eyes. You see him do a few tricks with his hands, and this corpse just suddenly wiggles and faces, and you see the head slowly face you guys, as looks like air starts to come out of its body, and you hear him breathe. And he looks at you guys, and the cleric looks at you and says, there you go.
All right, I motion to Narissa.
Ask him what his name is and what family he comes from.
He looks and says, my name is Tristan.
So she knows, like, in her head.
does he come from?
Sorry?
What family does he come from?
I'm from the Payne family. Payne. That's how you spell the family.
Ask him about the little girl.
Yeah. And I will go ahead and ask about Lissa if there's any information, like last name or any of that.
He says, I don't know any little girl.
Shit. Well, there's your
So-
3 questions.
So as soon as that happens, you see the corpse just face
Collapse.
again and then collapses, basically.
So, in the background, Sheena, I don't know if you communicate that out loud.
Yeah, I say, wait, isn't Tristan the name of one of the kids that had disappeared from the academy? So somehow there's a connection then between Everand's...
No, he doesn't look like someone from the academy. Sheena.
Okay.
Okay, just same.
So
same
this
name
is
then?
this is a way younger teenage. Probably
Okay,
somewhere in
that's
his
fine.
14 or 15.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because I came to that conclusion too. I'm like, oh, they're connected.
Oh, okay. All right. Then rotate then.
So, all right, that gave us nothing.
No, yeah.
So,
As you
Bloody
guys are
Teddy Bear-
speaking, the city guard, city guard approaches you guys and says, I'm not sure, but there's a group of people, there's a boy looking for you outside the mansion. He appears to be sent by the elder and wishes to speak to you.
All right, we're being beckoned. I go ahead and I decide to... I tell Narissa, it's like, I'm sorry, but it looks like we're going to have to go ahead and try to address this teddy bear at a later time.
So I was like, I'd prefer to actually be able to have a free day if we can convince the elder in some capacity.
Unfortunately,
Because
this
I would like actually being able to pursue reviving someone now that I have this really overpriced someone will kill me over this diamond in my pocket.
Right.
And I'd much prefer not to have this oversized someone's gonna probably kill me for this diamond in my pocket.
True.
We still have the bag of holding, right? Can we put it in there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nar's a bag of holding.
That's actually true.
I'll just like, Nar, hold on to this. Don't lose the bag of holding, please.
Okay, 1000 GP diamond.
Anyway, Sheena, I also had to discuss with you. Are we gonna try to see if we can get into contact about your headmaster's body, or are we gonna revive this poor unfortunate soul who died down here?
They're gone. They already been taken.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but we can still contact them and see if we can get to the body.
I don't know
If
about
I
you
have a
guys.
preference, I just feel like Trisvana would know more because clearly, if she was
Yeah, let's say, yeah.
But,
taken out, she would have had more. She knew enough to get taken out.
but we also wanted to know how they got about getting into here and like what
Right.
happened last night. So
Yes, exactly. So
We also have a little bit of an issue that we didn't discuss earlier with that room we just saw with that creature.
yeah, I really thought that we could go through that and see how it was connected to everything if we have the blessing of David Stevenson, because he had no idea about it. So if he doesn't
True.
know about that, what else do we not know? What else could be hidden here?
There's also another problem. That drain, that was a second floor room. Where was
Right.
that drain that was all that blood going to?
When we were fighting, I noticed it too. I thought that might be something that we might want to uncover, and I'm not too happy about getting in there, especially since I know it's in there now. But well,
Well, I just go ahead and say it's like we probably shouldn't linger too long because I did take that bribe. But let's go ahead and go in real quick and try to see if we can pull that grate up.
yeah. Okay.
So I go ahead and I go to that room and is anybody messing around in this room or is it just
The city guards have completely sealed that area, basically.
sealed it off so we can't get in there?
They're not letting you in there.
Saul takes out his holy symbol again. He's like, do I really have to do this again?
No, I have a crowbar.
We're not
Right.
allowed to go in there, remember? They've sealed it off.
Sealed off means nothing to somebody who can literally destroy buildings.
Yes, we know you've got a medallion envy now, but come on, we
So
have to go ahead.
DM, real quick, is this house within a house? Is this like built into? Is there a back way to get in? Like, can we? scurry around
Technically,
the
the
edge?
only way you guys can get out is from where you guys came in.
There are no windows or anything we can.
There are windows, but they lead outside, which is within the what you call the within the walls technically. So there's nothing here except other than the house.
All right.
Okay.
Put him in the bathroom, not here.
Yeah. Okay. We'll put him in the bathroom. I'm teasing.
Oh, okay.
So is
I was like, what?
the drain cover? No, I heard her in the background. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, what?
So is this great thing? I mean, I feel like we need to sneak in there. So how can we do this, guys? We need to get in there.
Is there
no,
somebody
I am-
at the door?
I am the resident sneaky boy.
But is anybody posted at the door?
Yeah, there are several guards now who are currently investigating this area.
They're investigating the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're not letting you in there unless
Yeah.
you're part of the city watch or the city guards.
Are they all men?
Yeah, mostly are. Yeah, they're all men.
Okay. So, I'm gonna walk up
Okay.
Oh no.
and I'm gonna be like, so, you want to see a really cool trick?
Roll
no.
persuasion.
18.
Okay.
Are you doing sexy no jutsu?
That I am not gonna get out of my head now.
So,
Okay. He nods questioningly.
I'm like asking the entire group, not just one, all of them.
There are 2 guards positioned, technically, unless you're talking.
No, just all the ones that are positioned in this area.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I'm going to go ahead and step next to the wall and take off my hat.
Boop.
Oh God.
Booty.
Why do you have to do this to me? Okay. You take your hat, and then Larissa pops naked.
She just did a striptease. All right.
I did not see that coming.
Just a kissy face. It's like,
It's like, so, you know, I can do this on command whenever I want. So,
she just doesn't wear
That's-
clothes anymore.
That's probably enough of a distraction for me to sneak by.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're at this point like, wow, naked.
Okay, but okay. So if you enter the room, Erin, there are also city guards inside the room.
Yes, but DM in the future, next time the anti to this is, oh, they're both gay.
All right.
I'm not even gonna go there. All right. So
cool.
okay. So
Yeah,
Erwin,
they're all
roll.
gonna look at the hat and go, "Oh, I gotta get one of those."
Erwin, roll stealth, and then the city guards look at you and says, "Is that a hat that turns you naked?"
no, it's a hat that gives me clothes. I'm always naked.
They look at each other, confused. Okay. They're still
Alright,
confused.
for the stealth, I got a 27.
Oh crap! Crap.
Wow.
Okay, as you approach the try to sneak in, you hit a pair of pants, basically, a chain pants. And as you look up, you see another guard with an orange beard that looks like a captain and has a hammer on its back. Where are you going, son?
Hold on, wait, what?
Hero?
I am trained. I wouldn't be that stupid. Not on a 27.
He rolled a nat 20. Unless
Does
you're...
the nat 20 beat the 27 is the thing. What's his modifier?
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Actually, yeah, the plus... Yeah, he had a +9. Technically, the person. He's a captain. He's no ordinary city guard. So I'm gonna show you what he looks like, unless actually no, I'm not gonna show you what he looks like yet.
No,
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna save that for another time because that has a special reason. All right, so you see the city guard. No, the city captain that is wearing chain shirt that has a giant hammer or sword behind his back.
Well, you see, I was in here looking for my friend's pants. She's out there naked. You can take a look for yourself if you'd like.
If you do that again, I'll make sure you get out of this place without any pants.
Oh, that sounds rapey.
That does sound very rapey.
And then, as you say that, he
again,
grabs
my-
you on the
my friend
sleeves. As you say that, he just grabs you on the sleeves and walks you out. And then sees
Since
this.
this naked girl going, woo!
And sees these two guards just awkwardly looking at each other, doesn't know what to do with Nerissa, as Nerissa's just standing there completely naked. You guys see your friend, had his shirt grab on at the back of his neck with a bigger man I would say about 7 feet tall.
Would
Yeah.
I have heard Arnwin say,
Yeah,
that he was looking for my pants?
Yeah.
Well, did you find my pants, Arnwin?
No, Captain Beardface here pulled me out by my shirt collar before I could find them.
He drops
Girl,
you.
you're missing the top two.
He drops you, Erwin, and then smacks the other two guards on their heads. What was that for? You're here to keep an eye on the place, not to look at naked women. And all 5 of you should not be here anymore. Leave.
I disengage and dash back into the room.
Okay, he's gonna try to grab you again.
He can't. He disengaged.
Oh yeah, he can't.
Oh my god. Alright, well, Nara's headed towards the exit because the elder's helper's waiting for him.
Okay.
I'm not part of this.
Also,
Okay.
I don't think anyone can actually catch Ardwin. He has a movement speed of like 70 when he...
Okay,
well,
by
not
the,
even 70.
by the
it's,
time Erwin, by the time you enter the room, there are 8 guards at the room, and they all look at you.
you can still run past all of them.
Cool. I dash again and I make a hide action for the bushes.
No, the bushes is outside the house.
You
guys-
said they were guarding the outside, like the room, right?
they're getting outside of the still room where the bathtub was located.
Okay.
Unless you guys unless you guys left the house, the one inside the mansion.
No, I feel like that's, I thought that there was only, I didn't know that there was that many guards.
Yeah, they are. Currently, they're investigating the place now.
Okay. Well, can I just go up to the captain and say, what have you found so far? Because that little girl that we just took out of here I went to the academy with her, and I'd like to investigate myself to see what could have been left behind.
Her body is
I'll
taken
share-
from the chapel. Hopefully she'll get resurrected there if the high priest is around. And if you have any
Right.
more questions about either if you have dead bodies, wait for further instructions. But for now, we want you to leave the premises for your own safety.
We're the ones, for our safety, we're the ones that saved your behinds, seriously. We're the ones that got rid of the ghost.
And we appreciate that. But right now, this is now city guard matter, which is why we want you to leave.
You can't just give us 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes.
Roll persuasion.
It'll take them at least 10 minutes to find me.
Yeah, you're there. You're with the group now, technically.
No, I
I
think
rolled a
Arnwin still
12.
ran away.
The city guard says...
Yeah, no, I'm running around and playing a game of hide and seek with them.
Yeah, you see the city guards just trying to catch
that would be a
this
15.
tricky guy.
Yeah.
The captain looks at you and says, We'll take it from here, and if we find anything, we'll let you know. But for now, you need to leave. That's not a request.
Interesting. All right. So far, Sheena sucks at negotiating. Just let y'all know in case you haven't figured that out. All right. So if you guys can't persuade him, then I guess we'll have to leave ourselves.
So
Aaron didn't go back in, right?
you see,
Oh, no, I went back in.
yeah, you see, Aaron.
I'm running around.
Okay. I would say at this moment, Erwin, you have 5 guards on top of you now, as you're trying
Heads
to.
up, I don't think they can catch him is the issue. He has a movement speed of 100, DM.
Yeah,
because-
but
Yeah, I
but the place.
disengage and dash.
No, but this place is small. I would say it took them a while.
I just keep disengaging and dashing.
No, but you got surrounded at the corner, I would say.
He can
Unless-
Yeah, I
disengage around-
disengage.
Yeah.
I like.
Oh yeah.
I dip in between their legs and just keep going.
Okay.
I'm a
I'll-
nimble boy.
okay, I'll allow that.
Like I have 20 decks. I'll even roll acrobatics if I need to.
So I would say as this is happening, you just see Aaron Wynn being chased by 8 guards, like Looney Tunes style, back and forth.
Okay, so well then if that's the case, it changes things because I could yell to him to.
And then
Jump in
the
the air, I
the
could
captain
use-
sighs and says, "You might want to tell your friend to leave, or he'll be arrested for disrupting the investigation."
I'll be
If you
like,
can
you
catch
think
him."
you can? I'm gonna yell out and be like, you think you can hold me? You can't even catch me.
You see, the 8 guards are of gasping air, just trying to.
They're exhausted.
Yeah, they're just not having the good time or the best time.
Okay. All right. Shit. Well, because I was gonna say if I could yell to him, and can he hear me from where I am?
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Or no?
I would say yeah. It's a small house technically, so yeah.
Okay. Because I was gonna say I could do that and let him know, like, hey, you might want to dive out a little bit because I could do earth tremor to shake it a little bit, just so that the guards will like want to run out the house and then we can run in. Or once will it last? Will the earth tremor make the whole, since it's connected to the actual house, will it?
Let me check. I did not expect this. Okay, let me
Survive?
check.
Because it seems like it's built in, so it's stone, right?
Oh no, underneath is cement basically.
Okay, but that's still, it's still attached to the earth. I can
Yeah.
still shake it.
Yeah. Earth tremor. I did not expect that. Okay. So what do you guys do?
Well, she's distracting the guards. I'm going to effectively hide.
Each creature that you must make a saving throw. Oh, on a fail save. Oh, knock prone.
Right, I'm back.
Okay, so I would say it would not be strong enough.
Oh,
5
Really?
foot diameter portion with each 5 foot requiring at least 1 minute to clear by hand. What's the range of this? What's the diameter of this? It doesn't say.
it's 10 feet.
Yeah, it's not gonna be enough. That's just 2 squares. This is several feet
Right.
of us. Yeah, it's not gonna be
Right,
enough.
that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, it's just
'cause
10 feet.
If I shake the house, it shouldn't fall down. But anyone that's like around the area, if I'm like, Aaron Wynn, you better get off the ground.
Because it's gonna be a 5 foot diameter. It says here. Cleared. So it's a small circle. So it's not gonna be enough to what you call scare anyone. They're gonna feel it. They're gonna feel
Well,
it tremble, but not.
If they're chasing after Aaron Wynn, they're getting exhausted. I just have to deal with the captain, right? He's really the only one I need to deal with, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's up to you guys if you.
I would do that just so I can get inside, because then he's knocked prone if he.
Okay. What do you guys do?
I hide. I hide from the guards once I escape.
Okay. Okay, roll stealth check, Erwin.
Oof, only a 17.
I'm gonna roll for the guards. One of the guards sees you and tries to grapple you. Roll athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics, sorry. Is it acrobatics? Yeah, that's acrobatics.
23.
Oh crap. All 5 of them will roll. 15. No. 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 Nope! They're still running. You managed to escape
Cool.
the grass.
Cool, I disengage and dash.
Okay. You just see Looney Tunes as this is happening. It's just typically Looney Tunes.
Well, did he do a saving throw? It's a dexterity saving throw for the tremor, the captain.
Oh, you're gonna cast it. Okay, so what's the
Yeah.
saving throw? What's the saving throw of that?
It's 1d dexterity saving throw.
What's the DC?
It is
14?
14. Yes.
He rolled a nat 20.
Oh dang.
That was just pure luck.
He's a sturdy guy.
Yeah,
For
I mean, he's a
7 feet
barbarian. He's typically a barbarian. He's 7 feet tall. And the other guard is scared and looks at the other guy and says, Captain, do you feel that? I feel nothing. And then he looks at you, Sheena. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Tell your friend to leave, or we'll have to drag your asses out of here. Your choice.
I think I would just tell Aaron, like, Aaron, do you want to come with us, or are you still playing around with the guards inside?
Oh no, if he doesn't come with you, he's going behind bars.
I'm not afraid of your prisons, but I'll leave because it's my choice.
He just glares at you as you leave.
Okay.
I'll stick my tongue out as I'm walking away.
Okay. Alright, so what do you guys do? You guys leave or you guys want to stay? Actually, who's still in the house, by the way?
Well, we're in the house. We're just outside of the house in the house.
Oh no, this is still
But
happening
we're leaving-
inside. Unless you
Right,
guys
right.
leave.
Right. So we're leaving that part of the house because that's what
Okay.
we're being asked to leave, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
And
Based on this
okay.
position, though, we can figure out where in the big house, the regular house. This sounds so weird. Explaining this. Then we can figure out roughly, since we know what the map is of where the rooms are, we can figure out what part of the house, the bigger house, is attached to the smaller house, can't
Yeah.
we?
Okay. Technically, the small house is inside the wall in the first floor.
Right. So we have
It,
another way that we technically could investigate versus that
Mhm.
directly. So I'll
Uh,
ask them. I'll say,
mhm.
okay, guys, let's head on out and regroup and put a plan together, because we still have to figure out how all this happened, and we can't wait for the clerics. I don't know how long that will take.
Okay, well, I'm going to follow along, but as I'm walking out, I'm going to put back on my hat
Mhm.
and then turn around and wink at the guards.
Okay. Both of the guards get a smack in the head as you do that. And you hear the captain, stop fooling around.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys leave the house, or leave the smaller house. What do you guys do?
So I just asked them, I'll ask them and say, all right, do you guys want to figure out where this house is attached to, the rooms that have access to this part of the house, or what?
There are no what you call attachment other than this house is inside the mansion. technically. So there are
Yeah, when
no
I say
there are no
attached, I
tunnels.
mean like what walls are they sharing? What is the little
None.
house and the big house sharing?
None. This is center, literally center of the wall, pillar basically. So it's not attached to any wall part of the mansion. So it was as if think about this, as if the mansion was built outside to expand from starting from the house.
Okay.
So it's currently in the middle of the giant 2 to 300 feet wall.
Okay.
So yeah.
So we still need to figure out how the kids were getting into the house. Because they're not ghosts. They don't float through walls.
I would say roll intelligence. Sheena, if you want to
Okay.
figure that.
11.
11. You would know that
Hold on. Because I
Okay.
didn't do my modifier.
okay.
Plus 6. So that would give me 17.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. No, it's 4. It's 15.
So you would know that literally some creatures or souls have an ability that can go to different planes. Because ghosts don't normally stay in the material plane. They go in a different plane called the ethereal plane. And they can shift.
Okay.
Technically, they can shift from material and which is technically the world of the living and the world of the dead. And they can keep shaping there however they like. And they can take whatever they have with them. Whether it's an
Okay.
object, that object becomes ethereal and can pass through walls like a ghost.
Okay.
So that's what
So
you gathered
the
from
ghost is like a bag of holding.
Well, technically no. Imagine this.
Because a bag of holding can hold things of different, and it can change its shape to hold the items that are in there, right?
Well, the bag of holding
But
has a
it's
different
like
plane.
a magical world on the inside, and then it's material on the outside, so it has that dichotomy between the two.
I would say the world of the bag of holding, where the objects are being stored, is a different plane
Yeah.
compared to the world of the ghosts or the world of the dead. You would
Okay.
know that some spells, especially the ghosts, because they're ethereal in nature, whatever they touches, and if they go to the ghost or ethereal world with them, that object also becomes ethereal. So you figure that the people here were dragged
Okay.
to them and passed through the wall and then murdered. So you get
Then
that.
how was the ghost girl trapped there, though? It can force other ghosts to stay there because it disappeared when...
You would say that
disappeared when...
you would say that the ghost, the one that killing them, is preventing them to leave. But you figured that there's a chance that once you kill the ghost, that the souls would be free, technically,
Okay.
because
Got it.
they're restless souls. You know, they
Right.
didn't know how they died, other than they were dragged and then murdered on the spot.
Okay. Alright, I understand now. Alright, peeps, what do you feel like doing? You want to go to the... Nar's with the Elder now, right? So
Nar-
he's not with us?
Nar, are you not with the group?
Yeah,
Did
I
you
went to
leave?
go answer the call of
Okay.
our
The
overlord.
person was sent, yeah, so
So-
we can go...
So who else is with you guys? Who else left? Is it just Nar?
I'm the only one left.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Nar, by the time you leave there, you see Karim at one of the carts and a driver, and waves at you happily
Hello.
and says, "Hey, how's the ghost hunting there? You guys figure?
Oh, it went.
Did you guys see any ghosts? I heard strange things about this place."
Long and the short of it, I found out very quickly I'm not effective against ghosts. What do you need?
Oh, well, there's a lot. I was here to help you guys with your investigation because the elder found out that you're having a bunch of weird things going on in the house. But I think you got figured things out. As well as the elder is looking for Narissa in particular. He seems worried, or it's something serious. I don't know. But yeah, that's just me, the errand boy.
Okay, well, I go ahead and I give him a gold piece out of my pouch that I just got, and it said, "Thank you for coming to find us." And
Oh no, I'm here to bring you back. The
I
elder. Okay,
I'm
cool.
coming.
Thanks for the
Just giving
coin.
you I'm giving you a tip. Go get yourself a nice bowl of soup.
Oh, I
But,
will. I'll probably get 10 soups from this. Probably even 50. Who knows?
Well, it's whatever the case is. The point of the matter is that you have a nice gold coin to go for your time. We have earned our pay here. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I tell them it's like, can I go ahead and run by the blacksmiths real quick before I go back? I have an order waiting.
Sure, we can drop you off if you want, or
Sure.
we can have you.
I'll go ahead and I'll tell them it's like, yeah, just go ahead and I'll take the you guys can take me in the carriage back by the blacksmiths, and then we'll go straight up. The rest of the crew will be heading back to our way afterwards. So
Okay. So what about the four of you? Do you guys leave, or do you guys want to figure things out?
you guys are still playing Get Us in the Bloody Room.
Yeah.
Well, we're out now, so
Okay, so you guys leave as well? Is that a yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
there's no place else for us since you explained everything. And then we just have to wait for Patricia and then
Okay.
to the clerics to be done with her to get information.
Okay, so as long as when you guys formally leave, Karim and you see Nar talking to Karim, and Karim sees you. Oh, there you guys are. Hey, you guys have been gone a lot. It looks like you, Narissa. The elder wants to see you. He wants to show you something. Apparently, I'm not sure what, but I guess I don't know. I'm just the errand boy.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so do you guys hop in the cart?
Yeah, I told them it's like I told them that I need to run by the blacksmith first to go ahead and get my brand new sword. So I figured we would make that detour before going back, if that's okay.
Saul
Yeah,
still
that's-
very much wants to resurrect somebody, because, you know, I
Yeah.
have the diamond to do it now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have the diamond now, so yes, we can get you the diamond. Just we'll have it happen when it does.
Yeah,
Okay.
hopefully Trisbana will be, we'll be able to find her or be able to use it with Patricia, whichever one comes first, I suppose.
Okay, so you guys head back to the city, unless you guys are doing anything else. Let me know. You guys head back to the city. You guys stop to the shop, but at this time, Nar gets his sword back, and it's now a +2. So you have a deadly weapon there in your hands. It's
Yeah,
now
boy.
made of silver, technically, rather than iron. And
So I
the-
go ahead and I sell back the ones that I was given. I was given an iron
Yeah,
one and
yeah.
a silver bracelet, so I sell those.
Mhm.
How
wait.
much can I make?
You're selling for the silver. I would say you will get 15 gold for the
Okay.
gauntlets. For the sword, you have to give that back because they only lend that to you.
Oh. Okay, so the gauntlets I get for that much gold back, so I just go
15.
ahead and take it.
You get 15 gold from that.
So I went ahead and accounted for it. Cool. I go
All right.
ahead and feel the heft of this new blade, and I'm like, yeah.
Okay,
smash this.
So you guys head back to the to the what you call not estate, the office of the elder. You stop. The Karim escorts you inside the office, and looks at Narissa and says, "You guys can all come, but the elder just wants Narissa to talk to. So it's up to you guys." And then Karim just shrugs.
Well, I mean, at this point we're a party, so I hope that they would join me.
Well,
So got the sword, got that, and I go ahead and we join up.
So okay, you guys join up. Okay, Karim just escorts you to his room. You guys you go to his office. You see the elder reading a bunch of papers, wearing small glasses, and then looks up and sees all five of you and says, "Ah, how was the investigation with Mr. David Stevens mansion. I guess you guys figured things out.
It took a little bit of strong arming, but yeah, we figured it out.
That's a relative term, yes.
Oh, good.
I disagree a little bit. We didn't figure a whole lot out, but if you have a lot of persuasion, we would appreciate some kind of information that came from the room where we found the bodies, since they blocked it off once we found the body.
Well, I heard that what happened to Patricia, or to say Miss Haywen's student, last night, and so that's being taken care of. You guys have been bringing a lot of bodies, so that's not good. The church is not gonna be happy trying to resurrect one body at a time.
Well, it's one of those things that we have to resurrect the oldest one anyway first. Because there's a time limit on that, and we're probably nearing it.
Right.
There's a time limit on resurrection?
Yes.
I always
Unless
thought
they've
that
changed that old rule.
Resurrection depends on which level.
Because, I mean, the more dead it is, the higher the level has to be.
Oh yeah, I have that's why I had specifically requested the $1,000 diamond one, because she can be dead for like 200 or 100 years and we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, well then...
It's a resurrection spell.
Maybe we'll have to use that on my mentor first to try to deliberate what happened. He's also of the Temple of Cord, so I'd imagine you and Acolyte as well would be interested in finding out what a fellow of our religion was trying to find out.
Sheena, Karim hands you a bunch of paper, and Karim says, like I said, I did not probably tell you, but I was supposed to help you guys with your investigation. Elder was doing research about the place, and he found some interesting things, but it turns out you guys figure out very quickly what happened there. And he hands you a bunch of papers that there's a lot of scribbles and written text into it. You found out that it's about the family history, basically. That the Stevens family, or Mr. David's grandfather, wasn't a sociable person, and always insisted on hiring maids and servants outside the city. He was also strict of keeping people out of the mansion, which leading to the locals suspecting something fishy was going on inside. Also, his son, which is David's father, also kept people out from going inside the mansion. And he would say creepy things about the mansion, basically. When someone asked him why the constant renovation and why he would keep people out, he would respond that there was a ghost inside the mansion and that it was always hungry and he's keeping it from leaving.
Okay.
As you read through the paper, you'll also see that let's see here also. That the grandfather apparently had health condition and that he wasn't supposed to live very long, according to doctors. And his condition deteriorated or even got worse when his farms was ambushed or was overrun by orcish tribes for what you call on the pass. He even traveled across the continent to find and talk to foreign doctors for second opinions. And then it says there that his hospital was also suffering disappearances in the past. It turns out patients from the hospital will, from time to time, will disappear.
So then I'm surmising then through this that ghoul that we killed was the ghost of the grandfather, or whatever you want to call it, be turned into the entity of...
Yep.
Okay. All right.
And also, the last thing that says there is, during his condition, he kept 2 male servants with him at all times.
Okay.
Also, there was a house detached from the mansion from the inside. The two were concentrated by a tile stone path with hedges. Some of the guests that went inside the mansion also reported putrid smell coming from it, and that the mansion maids and servants were constantly changing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you get. So you gathered that the grandfather saw the book and thought that it would work, but it did not. Except he died and became a restless soul that haunts the place. And keeps killing people in hopes that it would work, which will not. So yeah.
Right. Okay.
And he looks at Narissa. The elder looks at Narissa and says, "Can I talk to you in private if you don't mind?"
I mean, if you have something to say, I don't imagine that you can't say it in front of my group unless...
Well, it's not about me, it's about you. Because this could be personal to you, that depends. If you want them here, then sure.
I like having my support system.
Well then, I guess you make up your mind. Kareem, if you mind, get us some tea. This could be long. Kareem just nods and says, "Oh, okay." And then leaves the room. "Please have a seat." He points at the chairs, which is the one where you guys sit before in his office. And as you guys sit down and settle, the elder looks at you, nurse, and says, "According to Mom Syndra, your friends found things that is related to you. Am I right?"
Yes.
"What did you find?"
A book, and that's about it.
"Roll deception."
18.
18. He looks at you and says, "My child, I know when someone's lying straight to my face. I did not become an elder for nothing."
I sip tea in judgment.
But what is it to you what I receive? Like,
As you
I
say
don't
that,
see-
he opens one of his cabinet, and he pulls out a tattered piece of parchment, and it seems to be ripped of some. It seems to be ripped in some edges, and he shows it to you and says, "I found this, and I'm not sure what this letter is referring to, but I believe it has something to do with whatever book you found. Now, before I hand this to you, I have to be honest with me, child. I can't help you if you don't help me back."
Hey, DM, you're
Oh.
yellow.
Sorry? What happened? Did I lost you guys?
Oh, you're gonna have to start all over. You kind of cut out for a bit.
Oh, sorry. What am I okay now? Do you guys hear me? Or am I still shattering? Hello?
That sentence was like smooth, but yeah, like the entire like first half
Okay.
of what you said.
Okay, sorry. Sorry. So, the elder looks at you nurse, and says, "You have to be honest with me if you want me to help you. Otherwise, I can't help you. What else did you find?"
I found a pendant.
You're
I'm
wearing.
currently wearing.
Yeah. Okay. He looks at it and says, "Anything else?"
I received a letter stating that somebody was my mother, but I don't believe it for a moment. So,
Mother. He thinks for a moment. "Can I see the letter?"
I don't have it on my person.
Wait, you don't have it in your person? Where is it? Where did you put it? Did you destroy it?
No, I left
She doesn't
it.
have anything on her person.
Yeah,
Oh,
I literally
Okay.
left it at the
At your room. Like, where did you left it?
like in the couch cushion.
Okay, it's right sitting there. Okay. So I honestly didn't. I like, okay. So
I didn't know that I was gonna be being forced to talk to the elder today, so
Yeah, I mean, technically, yeah. So, he notices.
I thought it was of my own jurisdiction to talk to him, but
He sighs and says, well, he hands you the parchment. I guess this could help things up, whatever this is. Are you gonna try to hide this from the rest of the group?
no.
Okay, so I'm gonna paste it, what you see, because you read it. So it says, because the people here probably cannot read the chat for those people listening. So it says, Everin, she just arrived at the city a few days ago. Apparently, she survived the fire, and only she can open the letter. The letter is magically enchanted by a powerful spell so that it can't be destroyed. I made it so to protect it. I managed to keep an eye on her to be sure. If you get the time, be sure to capture her alive. We need her alive. I need her alive. If you hurt her, I'll kill you. I believe with the right convincing, she might just join our side. Especially if she finds out who I am. Who I am then.
So
Wait, who finds out? Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much that. And, oh yeah, there's more, sorry. It cuts out. So it's when you find out, and it also says that if she finds out who I, with the right convincing, if she finds out, she'll join our side. Wait, unfortunately she finds out, and she'll have no other choice but to join us. As for her friends, get rid of them. We must proceed according to plan. The master is getting very impatient with me. After Oban's failure, once you get her, meet me at the temple. I'll be waiting.
okay. Well, then.
The elder looks at you, Nerissa, as you're looking at this. Do you mind telling me what you saw in that letter? At the very
Okay,
least?
you're talking about the letter that had the pendant in it. Okay.
Mhm.
It was talking about my origins and all that. Like, somebody was stating to be my mother and still alive, and
Do you know your mother's name?
I know my mother's name who raised me.
Can you tell her? Do you know her name?
Oh, 1 minute. I have to bring up my document.
Okay, take your time. Do you guys want to extend a bit because we're gonna finish this with Nerissa? You guys
Sure.
okay with that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine. Okay. Oh my god, I don't even remember the name that we gave my like mother that raised me. Oh my god, this is terrible.
I think I have it in my notes. I'm not sure. I know.
Not the mother that abandoned me, but the
Yeah.
mother that raised.
Yeah, the Blackwood family technically. I think I have it in my notes as well. I'm checking currently. Where is it? And there you go. So,
Yeah, because
Klaus
it's
is the father. You know that Klaus Blackwood is the father.
Yeah, I know that one.
God, amazing. I'm not sure if you mentioned it here though.
No, I don't think I did.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you did.
Damn. No, I
Do
never
you
brought...
want me to check, love? Because technically does have an incanon name. It's just...
Yeah, can you?
I'll go check. Give me a second.
The elder looks at you and says, "Do you know who the letter is from then?"
A woman named Maureen.
You see the elder changes her tone. The elder changes her look as if trying to think something deep, and looks it back to you and says, "You're Maureen's daughter?"
I do not claim to be anyone's daughter, but what is her name?
Delilah Blackwood.
Okay.
Delilah. I am Delilah's daughter. That is the only mother I've ever known, the mother that raised me. I do not claim to be the daughter of Maureen.
He looks at you and says, "What does the letter say?" Can you at least remember what it says?
Okay. That the world is evil, and she's supposed to protect the world, and I have to protect this amulet and to speak to you eventually. And that she abandoned me at Klaus's house and never talked to me my entire life. And yeah, so not a mother of mine.
He thinks for a moment, says, I didn't know she even had a daughter."
Once again, don't even know if I am the daughter.
He looks at you and says, "Can I see the amulet?"
It's just, it would be showing above my pretend clothes. I technically am wearing it.
No, he reaches his hand.
No.
Why?
I'm forming some trust issues. Like,
I will
in
return it.
general. No, I'd rather it be on my person. We've already done some identify on it. You can look at it, but you can't touch it. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure you said that the letters specifically said to trust me, right? Or talk to me.
It said to talk to you, but like...
I can't help you if you can't help me. Do you want me to help you?
You can look at it. Like, I'm not saying that you can't look at it, I'm just not going to give it to you.
I want to see the details of the amulet and what it says.
Then I'll walk over there and you could look at it while I stand in front of you. I'm not taking it off.
He looks at you and he just sighs. Fine. And so you stand beside him. He does grab the amulet unless you're stopping him. Do you stop him?
Like, I don't want him touching it, no.
Because he's gonna try to look at it. So you
I will hold it and move it.
Okay.
And, like, all of that, but I'm gonna...
Okay. So you do that.
Can Sheena help out and do prestidigitation and just make a copy of it in her hand and show it to him
I think you're talking about major or minor illusion. Isn't that right, Armani? I'm not sure prestidigitation does that.
No, prestidigitation means I can make a copy that's the size of my hand. This thing is the size of my hand, right?
Okay, I would say that works, yeah. If that...
So I say, Narissa, I might be able to help and maybe give some comfort. I can make a copy if you'd let me and just let him look at it from the copy from there.
That works a lot better.
Okay.
Okay,
right.
So you cast a spell, remove a spell slot again?
Yep. Yes.
He looks at it, says... You see his face changes even more as he's looking at this illusion, basically, which is on the table.
It's not an illusion.
Oh yeah,
It's an
a real
actual physical object.
Oh, okay, sorry. That was minor illusion. So he slowly looks at Narissa and says, "If she is your daughter, then that amulet of yours is probably supposed to protect something. But I can't be sure what. But whatever it is, the spell that is engraved in the amulet is a powerful one. Probably even not an archmage can cast it." And you're right to not trust me. He sits down as he looks at it. He looks at you guys.
I'm not supposed to trust anybody in this world.
True. And I admire that of you. Because sometimes the closest people can stab you at the back when you don't expect it. The only difference is, I wasn't truly honest with you guys. But I was also not, but not in the way where I'm gonna stab you at your back. It's just that I also didn't trust you. The same way as you didn't trust me. So now, maybe it's time we put the cards on the table, considering hopefully what you said, the letter that you saw is true, that Maureen is your mother, or at least she claimed to be. I'm actually part of a group, an organization outside the Empire. The group
Okay.
that I'm part of is called the Harpers.
Harper's?
I'm gonna put that in the chat. There you go.
Okay.
It's a circuit organization aside from the church and the what you call the royal family. Basically, we're assigned to I would say do a mission beyond the control of both the church and the empire. Our mission, we have 3 goals basically, is to make sure that the power that is given to the royal family or the people who rule the capital or the continent is given to the right people. We also make sure that the powerful artifacts discovered by people in the material realm doesn't go to the wrong hands. And if we find those type of weapons, that we make sure that the people who has them don't use them for the wrong purposes. In other words, in short, we make sure that the power goes to the right person.
Okay, that's creepy.
Yes, but like I said, we're not a cult. We make sure that power goes to the right people, that they're not abused or they're not used for ill intentions. Now, as for this Maureen is also a member of this organization. Apparently, she had to leave the organization upon hearing that something bad happened to her home at some point. And I never saw her again. But you see him thinks for a moment, and you see underneath his shell he removes a necklace that he's currently wearing, and he shows the familiar necklace that you guys see is the amulet that you saw Trisvana wearing, Sheena. And Narin Saul, you also see the amulet that you find in the hat. This pendant belongs to every member of the organization. It's one way to identify that you're a member. And when you found it at the hat outside the walls, that scared me. Which is why I took it, because, like I said, I didn't trust you the same way as you didn't trust me, which was the right choice, if I have to say so myself. But right now, I guess we can be honest for both sides, considering I just told you who I really am. And if you still have your doubts, feel free to ask me questions, and I'll answer them the best I can.
Okay.
He just
I think
sits-
Sheena would step in and say, well, why and how did Trisvana die? Because you took over the room and took over the investigation, and I'd like to know.
Well, one thing I can definitely tell you is Trisvana is a member of the said organization as well as me. Why she was murdered, I do not know. He looks at Nerissa. I believe she has the answers to the question. And
I have the answers to the question.
I'm guessing whatever your friend here is not telling me probably is the answer to the question. But there's a lot that whatever that amulet is, it's probably very important to the point that they have to kill not just an archmage of the academy, but a member of my organization. With that being said, he looks at Narissa. If I were you, I would not remove that from my sight.
Okay.
And if Maureen is the one that sent you that letter, I want you to do whatever it says, because it could potentially have consequences if you don't.
Okay, well, how is she supposed to, if you said that the spell on it is from someone more powerful than an archmage, how is she supposed to get the answers? I'm confused.
Well, Maureen is also a mage, but she's not an archmage. I know she's very powerful. What I didn't know is that she had a daughter. And according to the letter that Narissa told me, that she is said to be the daughter. That I do not know of.
Okay.
But Maureen is a good friend of mine, and if she is your mother, then I do not know what to tell you other than she could be in danger, or she wants you to do a task that she failed to do.
Okay.
But what I can help you is give you more answers to your questions, Narissa, if you want clarity. I have another friend of mine who is also a mage. A powerful one, in fact. Unfortunately, she is in another part of the continent. And she hands you over the amulet that you guys that's Nar and Saul found at the hut. I will show this to her. And then, one moment as I'm gonna look at something. Go to a place called, go to the capital of Taldore. He looks at all of you, specifically Imon. I'm gonna post that
Okay.
in the chat.
Okay. So this is...
Emon is the city, and Taldore is the island, basically, or the continent, pretty much. Talk to her and let the city guards know that you're looking for a person named the Lady of the Council. Once you hear that, show him the amulet. Once you see her, show her the amulet. And then looks at Narissa and tell her everything you know. And she'll answer your question by then. I would say follow the letter what it says, because if you don't, chances are there are people after you, whatever that amulet is. Considering what happened to your family, Narissa, he thinks about the Blackwood incident. I'm guessing that's why it got burned down. They were specifically looking for it.
Okay.
By then, I'll leave the choice up to you. And then, he hides his pendant, opens his cabinet again, grabs a small chest. You're now free. Your job to the city is done. I will no longer be your employer. It looks like you have a bigger task at hand. He looks at Narissa again. And he slits the what you call the chest, and he opens it. There are currently what you call 100 platinum coins inside the chest. And there's also a scroll. You're gonna need this if you want to travel. You have a long way to go.
Okay. Can you refresh my memory of the red glowing gem that I got from Everon? Did I find out what that was or no?
Red glowing gem? I don't
Yeah.
remember. I don't remember. Red glowing gem.
Yeah, it was one of the things that I found on him.
You found a healing potion that is red liquid. That's
No, you had said hold
a
on, let me
gem.
go back to the notes.
Gem. Where is it? Let me just check. You found. Oh
I
god.
found 2 bags of platinum pieces,
Uh huh.
red gem that's glowing, a vial with red liquid, a vial with blue liquid, a silver key, and then the robes, the boots, the dagger.
Potion. You find the key. Oh, the gem as you identified it. It's considering a day has passed. It's a gem of seeing.
Oh, gem of seeing. This whole time I had that shit. Come on, man. Dang it.
So it can see basically it takes a minute an action, and you can see through darkness basically to both magical and magical darkness.
Well, that would have helped a little earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, glowing red gem.
He looks at you, Nerissa, and says, "Anything else that the letter specifically told you to do?"
Just talk to you and protect the amulet.
Any place, anything, any names, anything that sparks interest?
No, just protect the amulet and talk to you.
I would say roll intelligence check, Nerissa.
Like I have the what you
Oh.
sent me, and that's literally all it says, and I've gone over it several times. But
There's a place. There are several places there, unless you wanna hide it from the elder. That is mentioned.
not in the letter.
Well, yeah, I guess not in the letter. I guess not in the letter. Yeah. True.
You're talking specifically about the letter and not
Yeah.
the book.
Yeah. Sorry,
Right?
I got confused. Yeah. So, I got mixed that two up. Yeah. So.
I'm like, I am not lying to you. This is literally all
Yeah.
it says.
I got confused there. So, the elder looks at you and says, "Well then, I guess I'll see you off. Good luck."
Okay.
And, what do you guys do?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and crash because my character is 1 point of exhaustion from using Warpath. Last fight.
I would say you guys would have all exhaustion because you didn't sleep through the night. You guys spent the entire night killing the thing and trying to investigate the mansion.
Yeah.
I'll ask one last question to the elder before heading out.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Are we good to continue using the estate? Like, or once we leave the city, is that like no more like an offer?
The elder said that he has no more job for you, that you're free to go do whatever you want.
But the
That means we don't have a place to live, is what she's asking.
Right.
Okay. As soon as I say that, the elder says you can
It's
keep
kind of
the,
denied us from buying a house of our own. So
as you say
Right.
that, the elder says you can keep the mansion in one condition.
Okay.
You don't do any magic and destroy it in ruins.
Okay.
And
So
if
just
I-
don't destroy the house and we can still use it.
And if you're doing anything illegal inside that mansion, I will definitely have you arrested there and thrown you out in the street.
Okay.
I understand.
He nods. Anything else?
I think Sheena wants to see Trisvana and like whispers to Saul, "Hey, we should go see Trisvana."
You still have the
Yeah,
gem.
we'll go do
And
that.
Patricia, not since we're supposed to be leaving to Emon and all that stuff, and we already know what happened with the
So
papers
did
that I
go
got
for it.
at the mansion, so we don't really have to
Mhm.
resurrect Patricia.
Okay, so where do you... Mhm. Okay, so where do you guys go? Do you guys head out?
Yeah, we might as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna head to the day and get myself some good rest.
Yeah, I guess we should. We should rest for the day.
Yeah. So as you guys leave, and most of your answers have been what you call most of your questions, or at least some of your questions have been answered. There's still a lot of things that you guys are thinking, like what happened to the monk that Nar and Solo is supposed to meet. Ernwin has a brother that he has to save. Sheena doesn't know why his mentor is part of this organization and what
Right.
purpose, and who is this mother that Narissa is referring to. As you guys leave, that's where we're gonna end what you call tonight's episode.